even when we present the option for Geek Fam, I feel like there's no like clear answer, like a really good answer for this composition. Like this has been a pretty phenomenal draft from Coach Yep, especially with the flex that you've mentioned it earlier, Mirko. Like even Arl, I don't like it because there's a Badang now, there's a Baksha that can really deter the Arla. We're gonna be a Harith and also oh my lord. Ooh. If this goes to late game, like the chance of Geek Fam winning really matters on how this chip is gonna be utilized. That's the only saving grace that I can think of. Because I think, yes, Harith is a late game hero, but is it enough against this kind of composition? Onyx?
I think it is. Like the Harith, when it comes to the late game, will do so much more damage than the Wanawat. The Kimi is the problem here.
But how do you get in though?
Oh, you have enough front line, I would say, to open up. The Badang's going to go in, the Bakshi's going to go in, but it's going to be held down by the Glue and the Fredrin. So it really is a composition that plays around the Harith, that wants to enable the Harith. Onyx need a way to deal with that. They don't have the Farce already. That was why it was banned out by Fab. They literally set up for it. They go for a CC in the end. I'm not too big of a fan of the CC here. You do well against the Glue and the Fred, but against that CC, you might get locked down.
Okay, with that being said, we're gonna throw it over to our casters. Donnie, Realize, take it away.
Fam marches on the domain of the Sky Kings, the Jakarta International Velodrome. It bore witness of the Sky Kings engraving their status to immortality when they were able to get that 4-peat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first match of the second day of the playoffs of MPL ID Season 15. It is me, Realize, and Goni.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we will see how the first game will go. Remember, the team that wins this match will have a step closer to EWCMSC and will have that final upper bracket slot in the playoffs.
That is what they want, and that is what they need. We need to remember, it was Geek Fam that knocked Onyx out of playoffs contention last season at El Dorado Bandung, but now it is in their turf, their neighborhood, their domain. So we shall see. As we take a look at the draft, it was summed up completely by our panelists back there. The fact that they have the 1-1 picked up, I think it's going to be very strong. But against the Harith in lane, it's going to be one hell of a time.
Let's see. It seems like Beloyski forced to use his flicker early there, and that's already a win. And take a look at Sans just chipping away the health bars of a boy. Oh, that's a mistake, boy with the flicker almost takes a boy down there in the mid lane.
They might have objective prio now because 2 spells burnt. That's the flicker and a boy and Beloyski, the 2 playmakers of Geek Fam. Again, the trio mid, even the duo mid from a boy and Beloyski. They are very strong and operating in the rotational forms of Geek Fam. So take a look at the emblems. Brave Smite for the Valentina. So a boy wants sustain. He wants to be able to skirmish a little longer and have the sustainability. But Keyboy,
that's a taunt, that's a stun. Keyboy is actually the one who will be punished for. Wow, Geek Fam, great recovery.
It's on the wrong neighborhood right there. I think it was trying to scout something again. Keyboy, the Padang is very strong. Sans though, receiving heat, but he's gonna be fine. So as of now, obviously Onyx are trying to operate behind this box, yeah. In the hands of Kyrie, yet to reach level 4, or rather, already level 4. So now, he has that anti-region to play around in the little skirmishes.
Yeah, it seems like both teams now setting things up for that first neutral objective. Economy, still, of course, it's little 2, no advantage. Nakeds is on the turtle now.
Yep, Kyrie still scouting as well. Keyboy, no fist crack just yet. Sans pops a traction pulse.
That's a good immobilization, and that's gonna be a commitment from Onyx. They will take down 1.
Oh, there you go with the Brazers, Wrath, and they are able to take down Keyboy, but now Sans with a double kill. They move on even further.
Uh-oh, things are not looking good here for the side of Geeks. Gobs now chipped away as well. Beloyski though from the flanks.
Oh, Gobs is so low, he's going in, Lutpi.
Oh, I don't think he will survive. Another kill on the board for Onyx. And that will be free turtle for Onyx as well. 1K goal now.
It's a prolonged fight right there. I mean, they were able to just hit it back and forth, and I think one of the best, I'd say, privileges of Onyx draft is the fact that they have so much fighting power. Again, with the Baxia, and the pop as well from Sans, the traction pulse, that is actually a utility ultimate, but let's take a look at the talent prediction by the new application, Go Pay. I think it's equal, but more siding towards Onyx with 3 of us, Eterna, me, and you.
Yeah, it's again just Sheffin, right? Why all the predictions, but I love that confidence. And let's see, will that prediction come through or not? 1,500 gold lead, first 3 minutes. That's a lot, realize.
That's pretty much it, right, for Onyx. Again, they have so much prio on the objective takes as well. The fact that this Boxia has so much agency to move around the map, again, follow suit in the fight.
That's a flicker. That's a shortcut, Keyboy. Half HP. Geek Fam now needs to find an opening. Makeit's jumping in. Not really find the connection that he wanted. A bottom side, it's still a pure 1v1. Kenzie versus Savero. And it seems like it's still equal. Savero, very aggressive. That's going to be Savero. Just popping the crossbow attack. Good spacing by Kenzie. That's going to be Onyx there. Just surviving. Still though, they're in the lead.
Oh, Savero was almost able to take down Kenziski. I thought it was going to go for the kill fully, but again, Kenziski was too far to reach that proximity of crossbow tang. But up top, it's only Lutpi and Gobs again, just shuffling it around. And I think so far Onyx is doing a very good job on just scouting the global presence of Geek Fam through that shortcut, because Kyrie, so tanky, can roll around, open up the bushes for Onyx, and then enables them to again have prio on the objectives. Now 9 seconds to the turtle this time around. I think the gold laners might join in the fight. I mean, the 1-1 is already level 6, Kenziski as well, level 6. So this might be a long dance for the objective, but Kyrie is gonna come and follow up, and Lutpi has the War Axe ready. I don't think it's gonna rotate, but it might just happen.
So it seems like both teams, right? They're taking it slow here, waiting for more info, waiting for more rotations. Keyboy shows himself there. Oh, that's a miss there from Sansa's ult. Lutpi joins, so that's the green light for Onyx to just commit on towards the turtle. Geek Fam, what do they respond with?
Oh, Kyrie gets the turtle, and now it's gonna be Onyx pouncing forward.
Oh, that's a shaman force pops! But Sans caught it red-handed. That's gonna be an immobilization all towards Kyrie. That's gonna be Kyrie actually soaking a lot of damage. That's gonna be Kyrie surviving with the shield unity. Savero, though, is there to provide the damage and find a kill. Beloyski goes down. That's gonna be Onyx finding the equalizer there with Beloyski. And yeah, still Onyx just winning on the fights and the neutral objectives here for the first 5 minutes.
Because they have so much control, right? Again, the current call is somehow a CC, and then you have the Badang as well. Kyrie just, again, playing... you basically have kind of like a crash course in the Boxia, right? The chip has it, the Boxia does too. And the fact that the Boxia can just roam around is indeed very, very good. Plus, the traction pulse, the icing on top. Make it!
That's an engage. Make it 2v1. 3v2 now. Make it very low. Still able to sidestep from that threat. And still 2,000 gold lead here. Geek Fam, they are catching stray still.
Yeah, Onyx is throwing hands left and right, and as of now, it's Savero with 1 kill, the 1-1 against the Harith. You would argue that maybe the Harith does have the upper hand. Beloyski flicker crash course.
On towards Sans. Shortcut pops committed. Boy jumps in. That's very risky. But he's A-OK. Now Onyx looking for the traction falls. Connecting. And that's going to be Beloy. Punished for the 3rd time, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, 3K established.
There you go, the follow-up is so quick, it's not telegraphed. Because once the traction pulse hits, Kyrie can just jump in with the shield unity and catch the players of Geek Fam slow in his ultimate. And now it's up to Onyx to control, again, the tempo of this game. 7 seconds to the turtle. Savero is able to acquire that turret down bottom. As now they convene, as they look for this objective next on the chopping block. They have 2 turtles ready, and this might be a perfect turtle, but Geek Fam, they don't want to let it slip from their hands.
Naked's now contesting under the turtle. That's a stun off on towards one member. The boy goes down. That's a kill for the turtle for now, but now it's going to be Naked stuck isolated, and Onyx will shut him down. And that's going to be 4K already in hand for the yellow porcupines.
He went ham on the players of Geek Fam. And that was Naked's actually stealing the turtle, so at least they have some sort of a reminiscent. Yeah, but Savero might caught in no man's land.
Shortcut, great play by BBB. That's gonna be Severo punished the first time. Now, will there be counterplay as Lupi jumps in with the engage? Good CC! Voloisky very low.
Voloisky is so low and Keyboy gets a boy. That's a boy versus a boy and Lutpi gets the kill. Gobs is remaining with Make It.
Uh-oh, they still want beef. Gobs very low. Nowhere to go as Onyx. They are under the turret. Looking for more kills, but Kenziski finds an important shutdown on towards Lutpi.
Ah, the blue Lenin arrives in time. A heroic entrance, but that's a kill to only Lutpi. They lose one, but they're able to grab 3 to 4 kills for Onyx. And now it's 10-5, 4K gold lead. Caught in the wrong side of the tracks. So at least for now, Onyx, it's all about resetting because look at the wave down bottom. It's gonna crash towards them. And they haven't been able to at least establish that priority on just pushing the waves even further to Geek Fam.
Seems like now, tempo gone down. 20 seconds on the clock for the first lure, ladies and gentlemen. And item check.
Yeah, item check right now, or X again for the CC. And look at this guy, Fiercer for Sans, right? He can join the skirmishes. And I want to say Holy Trinity, but that's like Severo with 3 items with the Malefic gun. It makes sense because he needs extra range because the players of Geek Fam just want to jump into his face. I mean, Voloisky is there. Make It with the Fredrin, even if he's not that mobile compared to the Baxia. But once you get taunted, I mean, it's going to be hard. Oh, shortcut.
Uh-oh, that's going to be Lutpi actually taunted everything. Put in the kitchen sink. He goes down. Kyrie, though, from the flanks finds Valoy. San secures the kill. That's going to be Geek Fam actually now. Their numbers are low.
Backup is here. The Sky Army arrives in time. Sans!
Kenziski will not be able to find the clutch play as Sans is there, but he will be punished 4-4-2 for now.
Wipeout was close to fruition, but Gob still stands, lives to tell the tale. He has to be able to hold this Lord, but Onyx, they will try to get it scot-free. Keyboy's kicking him in into the pit.
I don't think Gobs is able to. Oh, Voloisky says yes, they might with the shortcut pops. Keyboy finds a stun.
Oh, shortcut pop. Kenziski and the boy falls up to with the action. Gob stuck in no man's land in the back.
Let's see Lutpi trying to buy time, but Gobs will do himself as well. That's gonna be Kenziski securing the kill. Onyx though, with the boy Sans here, they're in control of the Lord, but is this the right call?
Yep, they have to hold this. Keyboy, oh, looks for the fist crack. They have their sights on the Lord. Geek are still meddling with it though. They have the power to at least fight this, so Onyx knows they have to reset. They have to take a step back. But I think for now they're still staying here, so yeah, just trying to also dissuade Geek Fam from taking the Lord.
They know that the bottom lane is favoring their side. That's why they're taking their time here in controlling the Lord. And Geek Fam, they are the ones who need to respond. Either take Lord or clear the bottom side, and that's why they sent in Kenziski. But that shows that, yeah, no Herod, let's fight!
They have to rush this. And Onyx, they might look for something. Lutpi bites the bullet. It's Kyrie jumping in, traction pulse!
On towards one, that's gonna be a taunt. That's gonna be Severo tying first in this fight. Great response as Kenziski with the shortcut was able to find the double.
Oh, that's Make It, the smiling jungler just being a terror for Onyx, and now they scramble. Make It!
Oh, Priest's Wrath was not enough for Kenziski. Sunned up, Purify Pop. Lutpi now, he is isolated. Now with the sidestep, he's able to get out, but Keyboy very low. So that's just 2 for 1 in favor of Geek Fam.
That's a 2-man taunt with the Lord Steal as well. Let's Make It just keeping Geek Fam together again with the taunt.
Oh, good taunt, 2-man. Kenziski's gun under the turret, but Kenziski doesn't care. He wants beef, and he will find a kill on towards Keyboy.
Oh, Onyx. Now they see that obstacle. Now they see that they might be in a cul-de-sac because Geek Fam are fighting back. They're retaliating. And the shortcut pop, they might want to fight this again.
Uh-oh, is this the right call for Onyx? Good Terrify, Lutpi very low. Shaman Force pops, and Sans actually taking a lot of heat. Kyrie goes down. This is not looking good. Crossbow attack! Finds one, but Kenziski will not survive as well. Severo now still able to find the damage, but that is a great punishment from Severo.
Severo holding the team together. That crossbow of Tang was so clutch. The rookie from Onyx, and now it's Onyx having that leeway to get out of their base, to control their jungle again. to get control of the river and the map. And so far, I feel like if they really want to create that push down bottom or up top, there's always going to be Beloyski with that Y walk to kind of match the pressure. But again, if that happens, he doesn't have the shortcut pressure as well at the same time. So that's going to be a game of options there for Beloyski to choose whether or not he wants to respond to that push, or does he want to look for a pick again, because that has been the surprise factor. But hey, MPL ID X streamer by Good Day, it is BZTV.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and I think the play that they made earlier was the perfect one. Or send Kinziski down, shortcut to just provide the surprise attack, right? Technically surprise, and they made it work last time round. So now, 13 minutes in, Onyx, they're only up 2K. And I feel like GeekFam has a lot of ways to neutralize that situation.
And a quick check on the item. Look at Severo with the Athena shield. He knows that Kinziski will just burst him down, so he needs that extra magic resistance. Now for Onyx, 20 kills doesn't really mean anything when we enter the 14-minute mark, because it becomes of relevance now, right? GeekFam, they're able to, once again, bounce the waves, push it out again. And I think another way to look at it is the fact that, like what you said, they can send a carry across the map to control the pressure, to push out the waves. But once the shortcut hits, it's a quick route to entering the fight. A 4v5 or a 1v5 even can become a 5v5 in a blink of an eye. So now, Onyx has to be able to just scout out that potential. It has been happening with Kyrie rolling around the bush, looking for flank angles that Beloyski might be able to establish. And now GeekFam, they have dibs on the Lord.
Let's see, that's a conceal. Cancelled by a boy. Keyboy doesn't really find the opening that he wants with that conceal play. Top lane favoring GeekFam this time round. I want to see how Onyx will respond to this.
They'll take it slow. Again, Severo is here. Oh, look at Beloyski. This is a flank angle. Big brain Beloy, but Kyrie will try to scout it out. No, he's coming from the back!
Oh, looking for the flank angles. Finds the flicker. Oh my goodness, Sans now in threat. Severo though will kill Beloyski. That's gonna be Kyrie though. Just stuck. Trying to buy time for his team. Is this the right call?
Kyrie's just dragged back. The jungler is gone. Make it with the winner crown.
The remake is also falling. Severo versus Kinziski. Rasmo attack will not be enough to take him down. Severo now trying to buy time, but he will be shut down as Sans finds a double.
Ludwig just crawls in the back, and now it's up to Gobs to keep GeekFam together. Can he hold for dear life?
5 seconds of Beloy. I think they can. Right, Gobs though will again buy time. Winner crown though will be used, and that will be almost an official wipeout there.
I got very hyped for that Beloyski angle because he was down bottom in the bush and he took the Y-walk up top to get to the purple buff, but he was spotted out, and that crash course was just in vain. Shortcut, not follow up as well, and this Lord is free for Onyx to take. Plunder, absolute plunder for Onyx.
Yep, Onyx, they have equalized on the Lord take. They lost the Lord earlier, but this time around, minute number 16, they will take it. So in about 12 seconds, the Lord will be up. And I think they have time to manipulate the waves. All 3 lanes be in their favor.
Let's take a look at the, base defense from GeekFam, right? We know, and the panel made it clear, that GeekFam were the ones who coined the term geekable. They were able to hold the base against Onyx. But I think in this iteration of the draft, it feels like the wave clear isn't the best. I mean, you have Kinziski with the Synchro Fission, but I think that's it, right? A boy maybe, but he needs to be very, very on the move. And now the Lord will march into the base of GeekFam. Can they end this from Onyx?
Onyx will have to just be satisfied with 2 lanes. That's a Son. Hunter's Gobs taking a lot of DPS by Son. Still able to flicker out of danger. Lord, half HP.
Lord is relentless. The Crystal exposed as well. But Onyx, they know they have to be calculative on their approaches. They want that inhibitor turret down bottom. This might be yet another siege. GeekFam, they need to hold.
I think with Kinziski, they will be able to find the defense here. Bottom side, almost Fraction Pulse connects.
Yep. Beloyski was looking for a flank angle, but he went up top. It was so hard for him. Maybe he wanted to cut the waves coming in, right? And just hinder a top side from being pressured even more. As of now, Onyx, they get all the inhibitor turrets. So it's Onyx with the control. 17 minutes coming to 18. Geek Fam. Is it geekable?
Let's see. Kenzinski decided to not pop the Shaman Force to defend his inner turret there. That's a conceal. Looking for Beloyski. Will it connect? That's the question. Good spacing, Beloyski. Oh, aggressive flicker there, but doesn't land. So that's, again, a resource spent.
Yeah, but it's a trade, right? Sans also burned his flicker. And as the Kimmy, you really want to be in a safe spot. You really want to distance yourself from the players of Geek Fam, and I think there's going to be information for Geek Fam to use. Maybe they might look for a pick-off against Sans, but I think that he has way too many, protection at this point, right? He-Boy again, Kyrie as well. So I think it's going to be fine, at least for now, because Onyx is also turning down the tempo. They know this flicker might eat them up from the inside, so they hold it for now. As of now, it's only focusing on, again, balancing that wave push. They're creating a tri-lane push, at least for now, to make Geek Fam clear. But number two, they're prepping for the Lord. 12 seconds onto its respawn. But I think they're also looking for a potential surprise play. They invade Geek Fam's jungle.
Oh, good. Traction ball. Snow flicker on Beloy. Should be punished. That's a crossbow attack. Actually activated. Now, Kyrie looking for a flank. Doesn't really find it. So, yeah, just take a kill and they pull back.
Yeah, it's all about just taking down the war crime general. It's BBB, deleted from the fray. The Sky Kings again, just cementing their dominance in this game. Makins might look for something. Gobs flickers in.
Aggressive flicker. Good terrify there. Kenzinski, though, is vulnerable. Kenzinski will fall. And a boy will fall as well. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Onyx always finds the right button to push, and they find the ultimate wipeout.
The Sky Kings wipes out the players of Geek Fam, and once again they show that they are in the wrong neighborhood. It is Onyx punching the first game, 1-0.
Wow. Onyx, they were early game. They got it in the back, mid-game. Perhaps it might sway towards Geek, but they made sure that in the late, that game was theirs.
Yeah, it looked very shaky, right? Because Beloyski was very creative. He was looking for angles that he could really exploit. But at the same time, again, with Hypoxia, it hinders him to be so free at that regard. And again, with Sans as well, you have safe options to play with the Kimmy, right? You have the damage, you have the burst with the Sky Piercer, plus that traction pulse as a utility tool to set up for even greater engages. Because once you do that, Kyrie has access to just jump into the backline. And as of now, it's Onyx dictating the course of this game. But Geek Fam, we saw slivers of what they could do, even make it with the Fredrin. Was able to show that he could play the utility jungler.
Man, oh man. What an opening. I have to say, a convincing win. Sure,
There, Kimmy snowballs again. It is looking like a damage dealing. Oh, CC, a damage dealing XP.
Oh.
How CC beats
Yeah,
X4 too, right?
I actually haven't tried it out, but I think it's more of a skill matchup than you think.
Okay.
I don't think there's a massive advantage
G.
in one of them.
Redmond's of a similar shade, but there have been adjustments. Ladies and gentlemen, from the drafts from game number 1, we're going to see exactly how this all unravels as we throw it over to Sheffin, Realize,
Hello.
as well as Gani. Take it away.
Thank you, panelist. And yeah, I am Cheffin. I have always been Cheffin. I'm not Realize.
We're both Sheffin.
We are
At this
both
point.
Cheffin.
Right?
Cheffney and Chefflies.
There
Yeah.
you go.
If that goes, if that works. But what will work? Will it be Geek's draft or Onyx draft? Because now Onyx has the upper hand in game number 1. Game number 2, in Land of Dawn we go. It is still Geek Fam against Onyx.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, Onyx, if they secure a game here, they will secure match point and will be a step closer to securing MSC.
And here we go, right? Onyx, obviously, with that pick. It was almost reminiscent of game number 1. The pick order, they want Kimi Baxia, white!
It's similar, right? But this time they are able to punish both of the mid and roams. Great adjustments from Onyx.
What happened there? You blink and you miss it, Onyx pick up 2 kills, and those are towards Sans and Keyboy. Beloyski might be in trouble again.
Still has a flicker though. Let's see, that's a great isolation, but no real follow-up. Kyrie already invading the jungles, so that's still a win for Onyx.
Look at Keyboy. He's a very brave warrior. Just going at Beloyski and Kinziski, right? Again, so much pressure with the Badang and the Baxia. Plus this time, they pick up the CC to face off against the X-Borg. So take a look at the emblems presented to you by IndieHome, by Telkomsel. Obviously, with the QC on the Badang, I think it wants to be closer to its target. The Earthal as well, really benefit from the QC. Now Shield Unity and Beloyski again next, and he will flicker.
Yeah, forced to use the flicker, and that's already a spell burnt before the first turtle fight. And let's see here, Kyrie level 4, Mika's also level 4, but EXP, I'm sure Kyrie has an edge. Bottom side, both teams rotating towards the EXP to fight for the first neutral objective.
Picked up a important point there from Chefin back in stage. Hold on a minute, Severo.
Oh, there is a slight miscommunication there perhaps, but Severo very low, but he is still in the Land of Dawn.
Yeah. I mean, they stated that this Fredrin could have been flexed, but the X-Borg is no way going to really be flexed, right? They picked this up safely for Geek Fam to play. Traction pulse by Sans again, just biting off a boy. And Onyx just exerting the pressure time and time again. Beloyski and Kinziski are no less not given the freedom to just farm up a bunch. Makins goes for the taunt.
That's a vengeance. Kyrie looking for a stun on towards Makits. The damage now will come through. Kyrie secures a kill. Beloyski stuck isolated.
In the rocks he goes and he evaporates as Onyx pick up 2 more. It's a double and double. Kinziski blazing duet.
On towards Severo, giving pressure, but also for the farm.
Oh.
Almost there. That hit almost punishes Kinziski. Great recovery though. That's going to be both marksmen just recalling.
They were looking for the punish, right?
Oh.
And that was a good point as well by Mirko in the panel. The Earthal is a much better version than the 1-1. It has the movement speed and maybe bar the Purify in the 1-1, right? But I think the Earthal just is so much burstier in the early game with the heavy crossbow. You have you have a lot of mobility to work with, especially when Geek Fam want to come running at you. The heavy crossbow will save the Earthal. They were forcing Geek Fam to play an unfavorable matchup against the Earthal, either the 1-1 or the Granger, right?
Yeah.
That's why, at the end of the day, they picked up the Claude, which I think early on can be heavily punished because I think it needs 2 or 3 items to be online.
Yeah, 3.
But Beloyski,
Oh, they're trying to gang Ludwig. Vengeance terrified everything on the board.
Whoa!
But that's a response by Onyx.
the backup is here. Last Insanity will not take down Lutpi, but Dobbs will keep on running.
That's gonna be 1 for 1. And under the turret, that will be a double.
Whoa!
Oh, Severo. Kinziski going at it. 1 HP for Severo.
Oof.
Kinziski wins the trade. Beloyski will secure the extra 200 gold there. Onyx, they need to slow down their tempo.
You can run, but you can't hide. And Kinziski just defying the odds. We talked about the Erythal being able to bully the Claude out of its misery up top, right? And we talked about Kinziski being one of the weaker laners compared to Severo. In the team fights, there he pops up, right? And with the Claude, I think he will be able to even exert more pressure because the Claude, as a team fighting hero, is one of the best you can have. The Blazing Duet is set up for him. But Traction Pulse.
It was almost an opening there. Purple buff stolen. Level 9 Kyrie, level 7 Maykids. That's not a good sign here for Geek Fam.
Item check, Molten Core still held on by Kyrie. The Blade Armor, so he wants that damage reflection, right? And the Erythal has completed its Pass Clause. I think, you know, the Erythal also wants sustainability in the lane and in team fights because you have that lifesteal. But for Geek Fam, it's all about just beating up that item for the Claude. Corrosion Sight ready, so at least for now, he's able to jump in towards, you know, little skirmishes. Plus, he has the shortcut, Traction Pulse. Beloyski.
Great info there. Beloyski thought that he was safe, But no, great punishment as well. That's Onyx just moving up more towards the mid lane. That's a flank by Keyboy. Force a boy to use that flicker. Makekids wasn't able to save him. That's going to be mid turret taken down as well.
The boy had to run back there, but he can't run from the punches. Keyboy yet again, and Sky Piercer completed for Sans. Kenziski, can you run from Kyrie?
Should have the BMI, waiting for the right time, but no, there you go. Perhaps that might be enough to make him get away. That's gonna be Lupi actually finding the kill. Sans will be the trade. That's a shutdown, and Geek Fam actually this time they're in favor.
Looking for the fist crack, but Loiski's so low and he's gone. But Geek are back on the pounce.
Last Insanity will secure that kill. Lupi, set by time Kyrie, will also provide the damage there. 3v2, Princess Wrath will find a kill on towards a boy. Onyx, they are down in numbers, but they will and should win this one.
Lupi still dancing with his yo-yos, so low.
That's the shutdown. That's gonna be Geek Fam able to find the right spacing and punish Onyx. Gold lead, still very small.
That fight was so long. I mean, it was the moment where Sans died, and the fight continued even after he respawned from the base into the lane. So as of now, it's all about Onyx focusing on the turtle, and I think Geek Fam was able to at least held on to the pressure that Onyx was able to bring.
Seems like tempo will go down. Remember though, neutral objective is up. Let's take a look at the levels. Actually, Naked's he has equalized level-wise.
Yeah, turtle now. Gonna be taken down by Onyx, and that's free. Real estate for them. And up top, it's Baloyski. You know, thinking about the recall, but if Onyx walk into this, there might be a shortcut flank angle. And Baloyski's thinking about it. Severo might get caught in the clutches, but Onyx at least they have 3 members to back Severo up. And Sans will check it. Baloyski gets found. Shortcut.
What a read by Sans. That's gonna be Kyrie already body blocking taunted. That's gonna be Keyboy also in the mix. Dobbs now targeted. No Viraga armor, and Makekids will be stuck. He goes down.
Makekids no longer smiling. It's Onyx back. They turn. Geek Fam trembling in fear.
That's gonna be Onyx again, finding the right openings, and that will be 4 members of Geek taken down.
Triple kill for Sans. 717. Call him when you need him. It's Sans. Again with the Kimmy with so much impact. It was picked off in that earlier skirmish in the turtle pit, but now he's back. The Sky Piercer stacks will also accrue for him. Take a look at the replay here, presented by the official from a smartphone, Samsung Galaxy A36 5G. It was initially that flank angle from Baloyski. He was chancing it. He was thinking of recalling, but he's stuck there. And at the end of the day, it was Onyx also able to hitchhike a ride into this fight. They pushed up top, they won the fight, they had the bigger numbers, they had the better items as well. They are more powerful at the stage of the game with the Kimmy as well, completing 3 items. Severo on cue towards the third. I think he's gonna go for that GDS, possibly, to add that crit damage. But as of now, it's Onyx dictating the tempo. They have 3.4k gold lead in their pockets.
Yeah, now it's very similar to game 1, right where they have a comfortable lead going to the mid game. And let's see here what Geek Fam will do this time. Will it be a similar outcome from game 1 or perhaps a different one?
Well, I mean, this is deja vu of game number 1, right? Geek Fam, they were behind such a marginal kill lead. Onyx 16-5 now, split by 11. So Onyx, it's their time to shine now. Make it stuck in a rock and a hard place. Lutpi might be the one to bite the bullet. The Lord is reset, not yet, just juggled.
Uh-oh, that's gonna be Makekids. No jungler for Geek Fam. Last Insanity will find Sans, but Gub's gonna be traded back. That's gonna be Keyboy Torina also just showing up in the front lines. 2 for 1, no Sans, but let's see here. Onyx should focus on the Lord.
They're still wanting to go at the players of Geek Fam. Lutpi, look at the damage. The CC is so obnoxious to deal with. So much damage constantly as well. The DPS from the CC will be problematic. Baloyski looking for the flank. Kenziski up top.
Oh, that's gonna be shortcut. Lord though will be secured by Kai.
No.
That's gonna be Kenziski taken down with the vengeance by Lutpi, and that is still a favorable trade for Onyx.
Wow. I think it'll be I don't know. I want to hypothesize that maybe it would have been better for Kenziski to stick and push that lane up top, because then, even if they lost that trade, they got a turret maybe, and even possibly two. Because Onyx, they were full focus on just providing backup for that skirmish that happened, the Baloyski crash course. And Kenziski, he chose to join the fight. Maybe if he would, pushing that would have sounded better. It would have looked better. Concentrated energy for Sans, adding insult to injury. As Onyx, they build up this wave, the tri-push coming in. The Lord up top, they secure the second tier turret. It's up to Geek Fam again, back to basics, back to having to prove that they can geek their way out of this. The Lord might just barge in, but I think for now they have the capabilities to stop the push.
With the Holy Shield as well, right? I think it will help Geek.
Yeah.
As long as they are just tight in formation. Kyrie looking for an opening, just teasing. Mid lane, Holy Shield triggered. And that's gonna be Onyx now, continuing on the C top lane.
The Holy Defense helps. That's Insanity from Cops to only clear the way. Baloyski!
Oh, looking for the flank! That's gonna be a 3-man stun, so very low. Still able to sprint away. That's gonna be Lutfi now, taking damage. Keeper comes in! Finds an angle on towards the boy, and he will fall. Baloyski flickers out of danger there. And Onyx, they will continue on.
They keep the pressure going. The stoves are on. Geek Fam on the precipice of losing game number 2.
Let's see, mid-base turret down and out. Top lane will be next. Geek Fam, they are 4 men defending this one, waiting for a boy. 10 seconds. Bottom side should be taken down as well.
Boy goes in. No, fist crack, and he dies. Onyx, they have to run for the hills now, it seems like.
It's 5v4 technically. Now Severa very low. Gob flickers out. Lutfi showing up for Beloy. My goodness, Kai trying to buy time perhaps, but perhaps that might be a slight mistake there. Ooh. And as he goes down, Geek Fam, great defense, though they lose all 3 turrets.
Kenziski is starting to hurt for Onyx. But again, take a look at the scoreline. 22-9. This is, again, a test of might for Geek Fam. Whether or not they have the hold, whether or not they have the capabilities to, again, turn the game around. We have seen them be able to do that time and time again. But as of now, it's Onyx having full control of this game. They grasp it with 5 fingertips, both hands. The Lord spawning. This time they have Prio. And look at Kenziski down bottom, right? He's just going to clear the way, push it further even. Baloyski again, that flank angle has always been his bread and butter. Onyx, do they realize Baloyski is there?
Yeah, he shows though, so that's Onyx now looking for an engage. Good stun, make it stun, isolated, no cover! No jungler again for Geek Fam. Onyx now, they can pull back, but what's the call here? Seems like they will focus down the Lord.
The Lord again is their toy. This is all theirs for the taking, and even the lanes are pushing in their favor. So as of now, it's Onyx still relentless. Winner Crown purchased for Lutfi to have that survivability as well. If push comes to shove, he gets stuck in a last Insanity, that Winner Crown will come and clutch. So Geek Fam, what are their win conditions right now, right? Maybe the only thing I can think of is looking for a good setup for Kenziski to explode. Because this Claude is starting to hurt. I've said that multiple times. And if they can set up a way for the Claude to enter the team fights, to jump into the backline, at least catch Sans lacking, then I think they could have a chance to turn the tide around. But as of now, it's Onyx full focusing again on the base. The Lord marching in.
This might be enough for game 2. Let's see though the defense now. Lord will be hold there, but that's the top lane minion actually coming down. Baloyski now from the flanks, or a ray cancellation. The damage now will come through, and he goes down.
Sans just gunning them down, and again Geek Fam trembling in fear. That's Lance Insanity!
Caught him off guard, and that key will be taken down. No immortality, but Gobs now holding on. Blazing duet by Kenziski will not be enough as Hey will fall. Severo claims the double.
Kenziski fails to deliver the win again for Geek Fam. They falter 1 by 1, and Onyx get the double. It's a 2-0 end. Geek Fam tumble once more.
Ladies and gentlemen, Onyx, they are at match point. And Geek Fam they need to pull an alter ego move like they did yesterday.
Alter ego move, a reverse sweep might happen. We saw it happen yesterday, right? And we all talked about how it is too early for a reverse sweep to happen. But for now, again, Onyx just looks unstoppable. I mean, if you take a look at the kills, the stats has always been able to show that Onyx are so relentless, so offensive. The kill margin is just way too far for them, for GeekFam rather, to catch on to. And it felt like for a brief moment, yeah, there is hope from Kinsiski, but on that last fight, Onyx made him sit down. The Blazing Duet wasn't enough to save the day, and that was Beloy's
for Onyx up against the Hilda as well. The Hilda is not bad at all against the Hayabusa and the Lilia, I believe. Not too sure how it does with the Lilia. It's been a while since I've seen Lilia. But XP.
It shouldn't be too big of a problem against Lilia, right? Lilia fast clear, can
I
give
really
vision as
think
well
it's
as
just
the
Edith.
bushes.
No?
Yeah, I think so. No, I didn't think so. Because I said it earlier because no one picked
Oh, with
Edith.
the Hilda and Harith?
No, still not.
The end of one thing is the beginning of another.
That's actually way better.
Oh my lord, GG.
What?
Oh, against
GG.
Harith as well?
And
Good
after you
game.
said that Esmeralda does not have a place in this meta,
We said it's
Conditional.
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 We said it's conditional. We never said it was not in the meta.
Conditional.
It is, the conditions have been met.
Is this the debut pick, Esme Onyx?
Yeah,
think
for
so, right?
P, I believe. It's 3-0, by the way, I think. This is a... Yeah,
You're calling it?
I'm calling it
What do you
after
think,
the draft.
Sheffin?
I think so.
Calling it too?
I guess.
Alright, with the debut pick, Lilia for San's signature pick, will this be enough to seal the deal for the Sky Kings to make it to the final upper brackets? Let's throw it over to our casters.
Thank you, panelists. And we are on the verge of Onyx possibly making it a 3-0. Yesterday was a reverse sweep day. Will it happen today? We'll see that happen in Land of Dawn as we take a look at game number 3. Onyx against GeekFam.
Potentially the last game, ladies and gentlemen. If Onyx wins this, they will secure the final upper brackets, and that they will be a step closer in securing MSC. Ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into the Land of Dawn.
MSC in Riyadh, obviously a ticket that they really, really want. Action in the mid lane though.
Oh, again! This time, it's gonna be a boy taking down first. Yet again, Sans. He is hungry for blood.
What is happening with the games just dropping bodies in the 50th second of it starting? Look at Gobbs, he's gonna cut the lane because he knows against the Esmeralda it is tough work because it just chips down the shielding that the Hilda has and the Hilda needs. And this is why, this is, I think, yet another masterclass from Yeb. He's able to pick up two heroes that is very strong against the Faramis, which is the Lilia, as well as the Claude. Because Faramis entails you to group up beneath the Netherrealm, and these are two AoE heroes, plus the Lilia that is so bursty. Taking a look at the emblems though, before that Kyrie wants to go deeper. But yeah, again, I think the win cons for Onyx are in the team fights. They have proper setup, plus the Esmeralda later on, that can just burst down the shields and have that anti-regen.
Oh, that's gonna be a pull. Great flicker there. It's gonna be Keyboy actually taken down. They have equalized kill wise. That's gonna be Onyx here, just slowing down. But yeah, you're right here. 4 purifies also. Keep in mind, 4 purifies on the board for Onyx. They are really just respecting, and also like, hey, we gotta purify. What are you gonna do, Kalea?
This is what we call an anti-Beloyski draft. No, I'm kidding. Oh, obviously you need escape mechanism from that tsunami slam because the Kalea can be such a menace with the pick-off style that it brings to the table as well. Gobbs will zone out Kyrie, and the Shadow Kill pops.
Now that's gonna be the Shadow Kill already pops. Ludpi now trying to buy time, but seems like he will be punished. Turtle, Ludpi's not punished, he survives. Turtle falls to Geek though, but Onyx, they have secured a trade on towards Gob, so a Turtle for a kill.
Now we need to remember as well, Esmeralda is kind of mobile. I feel like it can go in and out. It has the ultimate. If push comes to shove, it has that option to just jump out of a sticky situation, and I think that's something that's very good that Ludpi has been doing, right? He's able to just dish out the damage, try to hinder down GeekFam's pressure, and he just pops out of the team fight, or rather that skirmish. So at least now Onyx, they have set their footing. A boy might look for Keyboy.
Gotta be careful here. Keyboy has to purify. Shortcut pops. Let's see. Kyrie jumps in. Severo as well. That's a stun. Tsunami slam. Purify in response. Kyrie, Netherrealm committed. That's gonna be Onyx. Will they just back away?
Sans almost gets taken down there. But another plus point as well from this composition, right, is how much safety it has. Like Claude has the BMI to just move back behind another pressure. Lutfi, again, we talked about it, the ultimate, and then Kyrie. Plus Sans with the ultimate as well. You have those, that ultimate in hands of Sans that could just make him aggressive. He will play aggressive. This is Sans' favorite hero. This is his signature play. So I think it's a sweet treat for us seeing Sans with the Lilia. The Keyboy.
Don't purify this sign. Flash course. Oh, under the turret. Severo's there, but Keyboy will be punished this time around. I do want to mention that Onyx formation or composition, their theme is speed / mobility. Yeah, all five, right? It's either fast rotations, has speed, and let's see, will it come to fruition or will GeekFam actually force a game 4?
Again, with the chip, right? It enables you to just join the team fights again. We talked about this multiple times, so it was picked up twice by GeekFam, now snatched by Onyx. Meanwhile, the game turtle is their priority. Obviously, Valoisky will come forth. Keyboy.
Shortcut, great cancellation there. Netherrealm pops. Oh, Keyboy falls again. Now, Blazing Duet pops. That's going to be the Shadow Killsman as well. Shadow towards the back. Kensiski, very aggressive flickers out of danger. Lupi trying to catch Kensiski. Red-handed, but great spacing and backup. GeekFam punishes.
GeekFam are able to layer the team fights into perfection. They bait out the resources first. They don't commit into that one big team fight. They're able to just isolate Onyx and stop them in the pedestal. Valoisky have been so active as well with the Kalea, just looking for the zoning potential, also moving into Onyx jungle to scout for information. That is something that Chip can do. The Kalea can do that as well. And now up top, Onyx can... Oh, wait!
Will this be a solo? I don't think so. It's a Hilda. Gobbs will be able to retreat. But yeah, this time around it's a different feel. Game 1, Game 2, early game has been Onyx, but this time it's actually 2K for GeekFam.
This is the first time in the series that GeekFam are able to clench control of the game. So far, they have been able to survive Onyx, I'd say, draft objective, because the fact that they picked up these type of heroes is number 1, to move very freely, to move in mobility, and number 2, to burst down and play to counter that Faramis Netherrealm. And so far, it's looking very good for them. Keyboy against Makids. Makids, where will you run?
Shortcut in hand, but seems like doesn't really find a connection there. Bottom side pushed, top lane destroyed. GeekFam, they have all the prios.
I think for GeekFam, it's all about surviving until the late game. I mean, Harith also, with 2 kills in the hands of Kenziski, will be a menace. I feel like it'll be an annoying force to deal with by Onyx. But again, they have that Esmeralda to kind of chip in that shielding, and the survivability of the Harith just becomes very, very low. For GeekFam though, Tsunami Slam!
The connection on towards the Hayabusa! Great BBB play once again! A Lutfi punish as well, and GeekFam, they are in the jungles of Onyx.
That's the ninja gone, Sans next on the chopping block, Gobbs is there!
Oh, that choose, Purify will save, no, not save Sans. That's gonna be Blazing Duet, actually, that's Netherrealm in hand. Ladies and gentlemen, 5K almost established by Geek as Kensiski wants some party, wants a party, and that will be Kensiski collecting a kill, though he will be punished.
Kyrie is back, and Gobbs gets Severo, that's Total as well to boot, but Gobbs now stuck in no man's land.
That's gonna be Gobbs taken down. Kyrie picks up a double, perhaps setting up a more kills there for Kai. Purple buff contest. Let's see.
Not even the Black Shoes was able to save Sans. So at least GeekFam, they won that team fight with the Netherrealm being held until the last second. So that was very, very good coming in from GeekFam. They're layering again, rationing that spell, that ultimate, the hands of a boy. They know, they want to make sure that Onyx has expended so much until they pop it. Or maybe when push comes to shove, then it happens. But as of now, it's GeekFam controlling the tempo again, dictating the game. 4K gold deficit for Onyx. They have to crawl their way back. This Esmeralda, though, come the late game, I feel like it'll get slower. It'll be held in place by Geek Fam. For Onyx, they need to bank on Kyrie, on Savero as well, because the Claude is kind of weak in this state of the game. And now, let's take a look at the items. Hunter Strike, 4x completed for the Hayabusa. Same goes for the Suyo. But Make It is 800 gold up ahead of Kyrie. Means that he has been farming pretty well with the pressure that Geek Fam is able to exert.
Oh, gotta be careful. That's a black shield already triggered. Ludwig very low. Beloyski doesn't really
Keyboy.
connection. Keyboy finds a flank. That's a shortcut pop. Kyrie jumps in all towards a boy who is very low and will be taken down.
Tsunami Slam connects and Kyrie has nowhere to go. Geek Fam, they turn!
Oh, the recovery is beautiful by Geek Fam. And Onyx, they are starting to feel the nerves.
The smiling jungler smiles wide. Make it with the triple kill, cementing Geek Fam's domination in game number 3. And again, they look to siege this, but no minions, and the Holy Defense popped as well. They will seek and change their sights onto that mid turret. Down bottom, it's Savero again, with the split push potential. Again, we talk about the shortcut from the chip that enables him to join the fight late.
Be careful here, Onyx. They will try to at least defend this holy shield. That's gonna be the shadow kill though.
Go Shadow Kill connects, and Esmeralda jumps in. Lookby has to go back up, just chips him down.
Oh my goodness, damage from a boy. Great calculation there. And that will be Ludwig punished. 20 seconds for him to get back up. Will that be enough for Geek to blitz this Lord?
Ooh, that was so close. Savera was recalling when Gobs was running onto him, and the Lord now. This is the question, right? Geek Fam, at least this Hilda has been a very pivotal tool for them to traverse and navigate around the team fights. The Hilda has been there to just soak up the damage and be the sandbag, the punching bag. And look at Onyx, they don't want to contest this. They know they can't at this point of the game because they need the items, they need that damage to go through. As of now, it's only Onyx watching from afar. And the Lord has been secured by Geek Fam. Will this be a 3-1? 6.4k gold lead. With the Lord as well coming in, they have that Holy Defense popped up top, so maybe they want to eye that spot, but as of now, it'll spawn in the mid lane.
Seems like Onyx, they will not take any risk there to perhaps contest the Lord. They will choose to defend. Why? They have great high ground, right? Lilia, Claude, and Hayabusa. So let's see here, the defense from Onyx, and also the offense from Geek Fam. The first time they have technically a threat in the series.
Onyx, that's the Holy Defense popped as well. The second one, Geek Fam are relentless to shove in the wave into the base. And down bottom is Gobs, just doing God's work of clearing that wave. And again, Holy Defense might just be popped. But as of now, it's Onyx holding their base pretty well. No inhibitor turret taken down. Geek Fam also knows they can't let it slip. They can't play this to a blunder. But Beloyski, I think Onyx has to really pay attention to Beloyski. If possible, Tsunami Slam onto Kyrie, which, by the way, he doesn't have that Purifier, right? As the jungler. So they have that high priority target that they have to protect. But Beloyski, I think, so far with the Kaleo, with Tsunami Slam, has been very on point on his target selection. So now Onyx, they'll try to go out of the base, and is that a stolen orange buff by Kyrie?
Yeah, that was Kyrie,
That was Kyrie's.
on point on his retribution there.
Yeah.
80 seconds on the next Lord, though.
Yeah, Keyboy though, down bottom. Think he might look for something. Gobs, hello!
Yep, Gob says hi. Bot Shadow in response. That's a flicker! Oh my goodness, power of Wilderness almost locking him down. Okay, Keyboy is there to provide a backup. Concealed Trina, at least by time. Uh-oh.
What?
Kyrie has a shadow. Kenziski, oh my goodness, this time around, Kyrie will not be able to find an escape play. But great, just great anticipation there from side of Geek.
Kyrie was caged like a bird. Tsunami Slam!
That's a purify. That's gonna be Geek Fam keeping tabs on Sansa's Purify there, so that's great info, knowing that 30 seconds, the next neutral objective will be on the board.
It's odd to see the Hayabusa or Kyrie die 3 times in a single game. Usually we know him for being someone who's able to conserve himself and not die multiple times, but this Kalea again proving to be a problem. And that was also Gobs just running into the Hayabusa, and Kyrie has no chance to go anywhere. Take a look at the items. The Harith is insane, but Onyx with the rumble in the jungle.
Another realm. Let's see this fight. Make it trying to provide the damage. They have info. Keyboy very low. Kensiski has enough space to take him down. Look, he almost taken down, but off-camera kill. Technically, Kyrie goes down for 30.
Everything swings to the favor of Geek Fam. 9.3k gold lead. Tsunami Slam again. Purified.
Yeah, that's also, again, just info after info, right? No Purify, Sans, and Lutby.
Solo Lord.
Just Solo Lord on the Suyo. Will we see a game 4? Perhaps?
Perhaps. Possibly. But we know Onyx, they might turn things around, but as of now, I don't see that light in the end of the tunnel for Onyx, because Geek Fam has been able to win every single skirmish that they had so far, leading up to the mid-game to even late game now. We're entering that stage. The Lord does march into that mid side, so basically now, it's only Onyx defending. Again, you mentioned it, they have good high ground defense. Sans, right? With the Lilia, it helps. The Blazing Duet from Severo might just look for a moment to then explode onto Geek Fam, but as of now, it's Onyx with their base just trembling.
Yeah, they're sacrificing their mid turret here. Very natural. And let's see here. Geek Fam, what will they do? Black Shoes trigger. Kensiski comes in with a challenge for Severo, very low. Keyboy pops a Purify, but he will fall.
This might be the end. Onyx, they have nothing else to fight for. As Geek Fam, they will not go down without a fight. 2-1. And Geek Fam, they get their first win of the series.
Onyx still at match point, but wow, Geek Fam showing another color in the series, and yeah, convincing stuff, convincing win. A Geek Fam will force a game 4.
I don't understand. They were forcing the draft to be so favored on towards them. We talked about Onyx having that masterclass of a composition in the hands of Yeb, but Geek Fam were still able to fight back with Maykids showing up, Gobs as well with the Hilda, and of course the man on your screen, Mr. Kalea Loiski. With the Tsunami Slam, Kyrie did not have any good space to play in that game. Basically, the Hayabusa just caught. It's a ninja diff.
Yeah, man, ex-teammates, and this time Paloy had the last laugh. This was the final push. Yeah, Onyx struggled to defend that. What a siege. One turret, enough to take them their main base.
It is very enough, and not even the Harith or the Lilia can save. But I want to know why Onyx.
But you're up against a Faramis, a Granger, and they've
All-out damage.
Yeah, that's the Onyx way, right? They did it against CL, and it was Faramis Yeheskil.
Ling, even
That's another
crazier.
way to counter it.
Okay.
Is Ling safe into this composition from Geek?
I don't know if safe is the right word,
I don't
but
think the assassins are safe, but
it really gonna depend on how
it's a comfort.
how good Kyrie is.
Hey, it's all gonna come down to that, ladies and gentlemen. Can Onyx do this? We're still at match point, one more game away of an Onyx victory. An Onyx moving over into the upper bracket finals. But will Geek be able to force maybe another series? Force them into a best of one? Only time will tell. We're gonna throw it over to our casters. Take it away.
And obviously we are back in the Land of Dawn to what could be the last match of the series. But Geek Fam, they have showed grit, they have showed power, and they have showed that they might even force the reverse sweep to happen.
Let's see, right? Will they equalize in this game and make the series onto a 2-2, or will we see Onyx finding and securing a point, the point that will take them to the final upper brackets?
Kyrie back on a special pick, right? This is a special pick, the Ling. He likes to play this Ling a lot. And obviously that helps with the kill pressure as well. But I had my own questions on how will it work? When it's picked against the Faramis, obviously has that second life. So take a look at the emblems. Nothing out of the ordinary. Still Badang with the QC, the Impure Rage. And the Faramis with the QC as well, just wanting to have that gap closer and help out with either the Shadow Stampede or even later on with the Netherrealm. But as of now, it's only back to basics for both teams. Granger against the Harith down bottom. It's a safe pick for the Granger. The Harith does bully the Granger pre-level 4. Post-level 4, the Granger can fight back, right? And even Kyrie already invading into the enemy jungle. Not level 4 yet.
Seems
Now
like
level 4.
Not now level 4. Both junglers invading that green camp near the gold crab. That's going to be Keyboy and Beloy. Face shifting in that bush. Boy trying to pull. Sounds great. Timing on the Purify. Jumps. Kyrie not committing the Tempest of Blade just yet though.
Still keeps it either as an offensive tool or a defensive tool, right? Because the Ling can be so elusive. And I think for Geek Fam, at least to have the lockdown to catch and reel in this Ling with the Tsunami Slam. But I think the Ling will be harder to catch compared to the Hayabusa, given he has the Fidge Poise as well. Now Makits makes his way up top, Lutpi under pressure, Keyboy backs them up.
Nope, let's see, not level 4 just yet though. Kyrie is in the vicinity. Doesn't really want to commit on towards a fight, nor the turtle just yet here as Geek. They are initiating the turtle.
Congregation of players here fighting for the turtle. Will this be a steal? RWM open!
That's going to be the Netherrealm triggered as well, but Makits finds the first turtle. That's going to be a boy taken down alongside Beloy. That's going to be Lutpi though mounted.
Yep, still mounting, hitchhiking a free ride. Gobs next in the chopping block, but they don't want to go on him. Makits though might get caught.
Oh no, great isolation, great kill. 3-0 on the board for the Yellow Porcupine.
Oh my. What was that damage though in the initial 2 kills that Onyx were able to grab? That was some burst coming in from Onyx, and now Geek Fam, they are in the pedestal. 1 kill to Kyrie, 2 to Keyboy, but still, it makes sense that Onyx have Cryo early on. They have the Badang to help out with it. The Ling, you kind of can, you know, semi-retreat the turtle when you're in the Tempest of Blades form. And that helps as well, as to not really commit to the pit, opposed to Hayabusa maybe, who jumps into it, right? So for now, Kyrie plays a little bit more safe. The Ling, come the late game, can also be a problem. Now, another problem for Geek Fam is the fact that the Eve has been picked, right? This RWM is AoE. And Geek Fam, they want to group up when the fight happens because they need that resource from the Netherrealm, that sustainability. But the RWM kind of bursts them down as well, especially when they are, you know, clumped up together. So I'm very, very curious to see how Geek Fam will find a workaround behind that.
Yeah, it seems like both teams this time different from game 1, 2, and 3, where the early game relatively action-packed. This time seems like both teams just slowing down, waiting for their mid-game power spikes, right? And so far, it's a calm gold lane as well. Nothing too crazy, but we might see a change after the next turtle take.
Yep, 7 seconds, 5 onto the respawn as well. Kenziski is here, and at least for Kenziski, he is able to bob and weave in the fight from afar. He has that range, right? For Severo, it is him having to get close to the players of Geek Fam.
3-man knock-up Keyboy, very low. Makits finds the turtle. That's gonna be the RWM though, locking Beloy down as Severo picks up the kill.
Oh, they go straight into Lutpi, and Kenziski still unable to put him down, get him down. Lutpi survives, only Keyboy the casualty. It's a trade between roamers, but the turtle was secured for Makits. 2 out of 3 so far. Let's take a look at the items. Hunter Strike completed for Makits, the Berserker's Fury as well for Kyrie. So at least the junglers are battle ready. War Axe for Lutpi as well, to have that sustainability, to have that life steal, the spell them, excuse me. And it enables him to be in the team fight much more longer. I mean, we have seen Lutpi with the CC, right? Just jumping into the backline, just holding them in place. Just looking for the flank angle, looking for the backline. Up top though, Kyrie faces Gobs.
Yeah, gotta be careful there. And seems like Ranger or Kenzie is on his way towards that Sky Piercer. So,
yeah,
you know, Onyx, they gotta be careful. And Geek Fam, once Sky Piercer is inside the arsenal of Kenzie, they need to funnel the kill on towards just Kenzie, right? So that stack can be optimized.
Oh, I mean, look at the pressure from Suyo as well, right? I mean, it is equally matched from the Ling, because the Ling can do the same even better. Because the Ling has the Finch Boys up. Beloyski was looking for a Tsunami Slam, conceal play, but Onyx, look at that peel from the Granger. That Sonata was just dissuading them from continuing and turning it around into an engage. But as of now, Onyx, they know that this Granger might grow much more danger by the minute. Like you said, Sky Piercer, once that's ready, it can be very, very bleak for them. Because the Granger with the Sky Piercer, very easy to proc, right? You just need to stand back from afar. You have that potential of a burst down. Especially as a Granger, you really want to have the stacks going. The earlier, the better. It translates into even greater late game. And against a Yeve, you don't need to commit into the chess box of the Yeve, right? You can hit from afar. You have that's Sonata like I talked about previously. So as of now, Geek, they have safer options in the table.
Uh-oh, gotta be careful. That's gonna be real world population locking members. Now Loopy, first one to fall.
The Lord, or rather the Turtle, still secured by Makeits, but they're stuck in the middle. Kyrie still survives, but look at Gobs mounting.
Uh-oh, isolated, has the flicker, spent it. That's gonna be Gobs though. Taken down, great calculation there by Kyrie. 2 members down and out. Though, Onyx, they lost the Turtle.
3 for 3 for the Turtle. Makeits turning up when needed. But look at Onyx with the side lane pressure again. Kyrie, this guy knows how to time his movements, right? 1 second you see him down bottom in the lane just pushing that wave in towards Geek Fam. The next second you see him next to you and the objective, the neutral objective. But so far he hasn't been able to win out on the retry battles because Makeits, obviously with the Suyo, you have the Soul Sever that kind of helps you to tone down the threshold of the HP, and it just bursts down the objective. Plus the retry on top, which makes it kind of hard to, win out that retry battle, especially on a professional level. As of now, though, it's Onyx still leading the kill department, plus the gold lead as well, dwindling slowly. So Geek Fam, they couldn't care less about that gold, or rather that kill deficit, They have that power already spiking onto them. And Kanziski, he has the Sky Piercer. So that is going to be troublesome for Onyx. For Savero, he has that survivability, the Feather of Heaven. I think it'll be a back and forth team fight.
It will, right? Again, mid-game power spike. It seems like Onyx, they committed 4 bodies top lane. They will trade their inner turret bottom side though. Because no info. No one's showing from the side of Geek Fam. That's why Kai, he'd rather play it safe.
Makeits has been very good looking for the cross-map play. Tsunami Slam!
On towards Keyboy. That's just gonna be the Badang half HP. Great cover there by Sans. Just negates the threat from Geek Fam. Let's see here. The first Lord is up. I want to know what's up.
Oh, I mean, for Onyx, I think they kind of have a harder time to kind of navigate onto the Lord pit later on because Geek Fam, they also have the Peel Gobs to the front line. Against the CC, obviously the CC can't really soak up the damage as much as the glue does. Plus on top they have the Netherrealm, and then they have Beloyski to jump in with a Tsunami Slam or with a save. So I think Onyx needs to wait. They don't need to start a turtle. Oh, Gobs!
That's an engage, trying to close the gap. Real world manipulation. Caught early. Sans very low, taken down. It's a 5v4, baby. Now Lutpi taken down as well. That's going to be a double for Makeits. Actually, that's going to be a trade. Tempest the Blade finds Kenzie.
Kyrie with the swords, very sharp. Makeits might look for a clapback.
That's it. Severo trying to space out Makeits. Makeits
Oh!
so lethal on this Suyo. And he adds another kill as Keyboy will not find a way to escape. That's almost a wipeout.
Makeits is Suyo, and Suyo is Makeits. Look at him just having that killer instinct. He might smile, but he stares deep into your soul, and that's a Veragon. This Lord, 3 for Geek Fam.
The opening from Gobs was just so amazing. He went on towards Sans.
Yeah.
And that was the right opening. That was the right call. And yeah, First Lord will fall to the Geeks.
That was also a forceful RWM, right? Sans, he was forced to open it up, asked to not have the follow-up come help Gobs. But he was bursted down quickly. I mean, the boy was quick on the pounds and helped the players of Geek Fam, or rather Gobs. And let's take a look at the real-time gold grab. It's just boosting up. It stonks for Geek Fam. Oh, Kyrie. Might be naughty, but no. Geek Fam, they have their sights on this mid turret. The Lord as well down bottom. Severo has to clear this, but he has to be careful. Gobs might just jump at him.
Unfortunate there, the Holy Shield did not land on towards the Lord, so this might favor the Geeks very, very well. They will not push their pressure there. They will chill and back away. Kyrie is trying to relieve the pressure, clearing the mid.
I mean, he's cutting the waves, right? Up top, down bottom, or rather in mid. And it creates the fact that, you know, the waves can't really crash onto the second tier turret. So Onyx, they have safety measures, but as of now, Geek Fam are always favored in the team fights because they have the sustainability, they have the defense. Lookby is just yo-yoing his way.
Office crack finds a boy. No mid laner, no nether realm for Geek this time, and Gobs isolated here. Shortfall. Severo claims the kill. Great response there, Onyx. Now just 3 men standing for Geek.
And thankfully, our boy is playing a Faramis, so the death timer is indeed very, very low. 16 seconds, and now he's back on the land of Dawn. And Onyx, this might be the time frame, the window, where they might look for something. A turret, maybe? But look at Geek Fam, they're clumping up together. They won't defend it, because they know they have to respect Onyx power as well. It's slowly creeping up. Kyrie with 3 items, the endless battle for that extra 2 damage as well, right? Wishing Lantern for the Yi, for Sans. That's even greater burst damage, and the passive from the Wishing Lantern as well kind of dissuades you from moving forward. But look at Makids, he has that Queen's Wings purchased. So at least he has that physical damage reduction in case he gets, you know, toppled down by Kyrie.
So it's just back and forth mid-game. We are almost at late game territory. Turret-wise, still favors the Geek. 5 turrets claimed. And let's see here. What will Onyx do to equalize that turret?
I think now for Geek Fam, they have to find a way to address the CC. The CC doesn't care if it's mounted to the glue. The CC will always try to hit you constantly, right? That constant DPS can't really be helped. I mean, sure, you have the Nether Realm, but the RWM can come through, and then you're all silenced, and you have no way out of that chess box from the Yve. But Geek Fam, they're focusing the offense on this Lord, and Make It this year as well. Kyrie might look for something down bottom, but it's Keyboy with the conceal. Severo!
Oh my god, Byte almost finds a solo! That's gonna be the Tsunami Slam! Trying to provide cover for Tenzi by Beloy. And Sans taken down off camera. 2 members from Onyx, they're out!
Oh, look, B just bursted down! And now it's Keyboy, only with his fist, not his sword.
Oh, the 2 perimeters created by Geek favored them as Make It picks up the triple. And that's just gonna be Kyrie recalling. No, he went down, so it's a wipeout, and Geek Fam, they might push the bottom side, and is this it?
This might be it. I mean, they're not going for the Lord. Kyrie has to defend this. Which types of blades?
Let's see, Severo's there. Boy, bursted.
Crystal.
Just to take a look at the main base, ladies and
Whoa!
gentlemen. That's a defense. Clutch defense by Onyx. Kai picks up the Maniac, and that's a wipeout for Onyx.
Divine intervention from the Sky King. Who else but Kyrie? Picks up a Maniac, wipes Geek Fam clean. And now they want to look for that push towards the base. A boy is up, Blood Wings purchased, gives him extra damage and defense, but a boy!
Oh, the turnaround, a boy!
It's over!
It is all over! Onyx secures game 3, and they secure the final upper brackets.
Kyrie! Practically a 1v4. Only him and a 5 sword stands in Geek Fam way, and he makes it happen. The Maniac for him to help usher the minions back to the base. A wipeout to boot, and Onyx, they look to be pouncing to the upper bracket final. 1 step closer to MSC. 1 step closer for booking a ticket towards Riyadh.
1 step closer as well to win MPL ID Season 15. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 seasons ago, Onyx, they lifted their trophy MPL ID in the Jakarta International Velodrome. Will it happen again? They defeated Geek Fam that time around in this stage, and they have done it.
This is their domain. This is their domain. This is the Sky Kings' domain. And Kyrie welcomes them with open arms. Geek Fam, they have to go down to the lower bracket. And now it's up to them to activate that lower bracket buff that they have, the power that they have. And take a look at this Kyrie. I mean, it was helped.
Parsa as well. I don't think you want to go for glue here, right? Because it's not that like guy that you want to just stick on. Everybody's so mobile. So yeah, I think it'll be Hilda or Phobius. There you go. Paravis. I guess they already have enough damage with the Phobius, Granger, and the Join. There's not really a lot of risk. This Phobius also technically cancels out. Oh, the Paravis is a good counter to the 1-1 they're expecting here too. Technically just forces Alter Ego to go Moskov and play for mid to late, where as RRQ continue to just play for the snowball early. Good choice.
By the way, the first total fight for RRQ is going to be pretty strong, especially with the Netherrealm and Phobius jumping all over the place. That should be a good secure towards the first objective, but it's a Joy and a Hayabusa, so you can't really rule out a single drive-by retribution from Rin. Is it going to be a 1-1?
No. I don't think so anymore.
Bruno?
Moskov, I think, will be the safe
It should
choice.
be Moskov the safest choice, but do they
Bruno
want
is
to go a
another-
dive like a Claude?
Beatrix with the Kalea?
Whoa! Hello!
Wow.
Okay, we're gonna throw it over to the casters to see what they think about the drafts here. Natan, debut pick.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second match of today. RRQ Hoshi against Alter Ego in a fully packed Jakarta International Velodrome. The Kingdom are turning up. The Alpha Milia, the Ultra Champs as well, is here. Accompanying you is me, Realize, and Donnie.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and we are about to see the first game between these two teams who will accompany Onyx in the final upper brackets. Let's watch and witness game numero uno.
This is a story about Alter Ego trying to get out, trying to crawl out of RRQ's shadow. A total of 30 meetings, our Alter Ego has only won 9 of them, and RRQ 21 victories. It is game number 1 of Rex Regum Kaon, RRQ Hoshi against Alter Ego.
Jump into the land of dawn. We immediately see the spell choice, the contrast of the spell choice there. 4 flickers for Alter Ego. Oh, that's early engage top lane, and actually very low. Early rotation, Dreams and Rain actually able to find the punish. Hijume claims first blood.
That is first blood for Hijume, as well as a burn revitalize for the Gatot Kacha, obviously to purifies to play against the Kalea. But we're gonna talk about this Natan pick, right? This Natan pick, I don't know about it in lane against the Granger. The Granger obviously early on will bully the Natan, but the Natan, once he gets his items, once he's able to get into probably the Holy Crystal, that is where he can show up in the team fights. And the emblems, obviously you go QC for the Natan to have the sustainability to move around quickly against the Granger as well. And for the Hayabusa, it's the War Cry. Yeah, all simple for the emblems.
I mean, all this Natan needs is just to survive that early, right? That laning phase. Hopefully he doesn't really get punished a lot, and we can see immediately the impact after that Holy Crystal. So yeah, I expect Alter Ego to play perhaps the opposite map more to make RRQ respond towards the other side of the map. But let's wait and see. There's going to be item not really too out of the ordinary for now.
And then Natan, though, goes warrior boots to have extra physical defense against the Ranger, against the Phobius later on, if there happens to be a skirmish. But Arfi is just relentless in this lane. And we have to talk about the base defense later on, right? The Parsa, the Natan, now Dyron wants to contest this turtle. It's Rin Tensou choosing together for the airstrike. Hijume!
That's a pull! That's a wings by wings, and ladies and gentlemen, Sutsujin has a kill. That's gonna be Dreams. Stunned. Half HP. I don't think they can contest this. Great taunt! And that's gonna be Alter Ego now in shambles, perhaps.
Rin has to run away. He can't fight this. Not even the ninja can do anything with his shurikens. and Dyron will just put Nino at bay. That's RRQ, winning an early trade. The turtle as well, to boot. So this is them just saying that we're ready to rumble. You gotta talk about, obviously, the playstyle that Alter Ego have. They want to rumble, they want to brawl out, but Dreams might go for Rins.
Feather airstrike, locking Rins down, very low on HP. But he survives, ladies and gentlemen, with that Purify popped. It actually made him, allowed him to escape from that Feather airstrike. So Alter Ego, they need compensation fast.
That is important, but we gotta take a look at the rotational plays from Alter Ego. They have quick rotations, right? With the Farsa, with the Hayabusa, the Badang. Sometimes, right? Talent prediction by the new application, go pay. Unanimous decision, RRQ Hoshi.
Wow, 3-1 most, including me and you.
Yeah.
Sheffin voted for 3-0 though.
By the way, the whole stadium is booing Papulong for going against RRQ. Obviously, he's anti-RRQ. No, I'm kidding. Alright, so now, we're gonna talk about the Faramis pick as well. Because this is a very good pick against the Hayabusa. I thought it was not good, but then Mirko confirmed that, you know, well, you have the Nether Realm. But again, the Hayabusa can just bait that out, right? That's a possibility, but
that's an important pull by Rins. That's gonna be RFE as well with the taunt. No Natan, Nether Realm pop.
AOG.
Let's see, AOG cancelled. Dreams 1 HP.
Oh, he's keep going. Sutsujin can't get the beats right off. Oh, AOG.
Oh,
counter.
Goodness, Squad Shadow doesn't land. Luckily for the side of our RQ members. Rin trying to find perhaps a kill here. Sutsujin, does he know that Rin is there?
There's way too many pressure from RRQ. I mean, you have the AOG, and then you have Sutsujin just running at you, plus the Nether Realm. So I think they have that defensive option, right? Now Nino against Tyron, they're going ham.
They are. It's like Hijime is ready to back him up. Tyron very much healthy with the Feather airstrike. He does not care.
Tyron?
It's a 2v1. Tyron, what are you doing, you madman? He survives, but finally he falls. That will buy time for his team. RP very low. That will, though, allow RRQ to get that turtle free.
That entropy saves him. He's bullied to eternity. Dreams going in deep. Might look for Tsunami Slam.
9-1. Damage though.
Oh!
Almost caught. That's gonna be
What?
Shadow Kill committed. Nether Realm is there. And that will be it. Alter Ego again struggling to find compensation, though here, Edok will be punished.
Hijume going deep. Sutsujin!
He's all alone with the flicker! Hijume finds a solo! And that's gonna be Hijume with the trade by Dyron. That's a 1-for-1, but still, the killer instinct is there.
High action. Sutsujin just casually walks up. That's my buff. And your life is mine as well. But thankfully the trade is there. And Toy. That was the Sky Piercer completed. Toy. He's gonna be fine, I think, but the turret falls, so at least he's okay. That's a trade he wanted to take. But Alter Ego, you know, regardless of what's happening, RRQ winning the trades left and right, they're still able to survive. Sutsujin!
Be careful, this is a 3v2. RP taunted! Sutsujin finds the kill. Great setup there by RRQ.
This Natan. Oh, but Hijume is able to get Dyron off screen. Now Rins, under pressure, Dreams has to relocate. So let's talk about the problem that Natan has right now. Obviously, that early gank from RRQ with Joy running at you, it's gonna be very hard for him to just play defensively. I mean, you have the entropy, but again, wait, Dreams.
Oh, a little bit too aggressive there. Resource being spent to move back. That's not a good sign in top lane. 2v1. Potentially, Quad Shadow used already, and that will be it.
I can't seem to really finish my points because the actions keep on coming, keep on happening. But what I'm trying to say is the fact that there is no proper peeler for this Natan, right? I mean, the Badang technically can. The Kalea just pushes the enemies away. But there is no strong front line, you know what I mean? The tanky one. But so far, it's RRQ on the offense. Hijume pops the ult.
That's already in. Oh my goodness, Prince! Bricks it down by the combination of Natan and Hijume. That's going to be the shadow kill on towards Edok and Toy. A-okay, but that's gonna be the cancellation, baby. Combo wombo, all in, on towards RRQ.
Rena has to run for the hills. It's Styron that bites the dust. Edok in the middle. Can he survive?
The round, trying to buy time, trying to provide the damage. Toy is free hitting. That's gonna be Rin jumping back. Rin's very low, and he will fall the second time alongside Toy.
RRQ 4 members short. Edok! That snipe was close to taking him down, but Arfi is back. 2 kills to his name. The turtle in their sights. That turret as well in the middle. And he's gonna go up, clearing that wave because he doesn't want to crash onto Alter Ego's turret. But as of now, look at Rin even getting that orange buff. Sutsujin might punish him for his crimes, but no. He respects it. He respects Dreams with the Kalea.
Great spacing as well, all right? 3K already established, ladies and gentlemen. This mid-game is very important because Arfi, I think he is almost online, if not already online. So, yeah, RRQ, they are starting to feel the heat here. Let's see, though. It's still, they are able to neutralize from this in this next Lord take. First Lord will be up in 70, so let's see what they can do to at least neutralize the situation.
He is a sleeping giant, I dare say, for Arfi. But let's talk about Toy. He has the range. He has the potential to just poke around towards Alter Ego, but Hijume has been so on point with the Farsa. He's able to bait the Netherrealm, he's able to pop something, but Dyran gets pulled in.
Rami Slam, not really sure. That was wise. On towards Dyran. A-okay. And I'm sure Alter Ego, they're waiting for the spells, their spells. Whoa. Well, that's going to be an engage, though.
He wants to go in with the electrifying beats and the rhythm of joy, but Alter Ego, no. You gotta respect this joy, right? And Dreams doesn't even have the ultimate just yet to lock him down, so there is no further reasoning for you to continue on that skirmish. But what are they playing for right now, right? The objective, 20 seconds for the Lord. Toy is gonna shove that wave down bottom, but let's talk about the wave clear from the Natan. He's gonna be easily able to just bounce the minions back, so that's gonna be a problem. Rin goes in.
Oh, this might be another round. Pop to Toy! Finds the connection to take down Rin. That's gonna be the AOG, forcing Nino to use the flicker. Edok finds one with the taunt, but that's gonna be the damage coming through. Natan is free hitting, finding the triple kill, and that's gonna be 3 members off the board. Hijume finds the double, and the double.
Hijume is the man possessed, but Toy is there to take down Arfi. He says no. You go down with me.
A little bit too aggressive there on the positioning, and Toy manages to punish on the positioning. Arfi. That's going to be RRQ and Alter Ego, both teams resetting.
But are you taking a look at Hijume? He's playing out of his goddamn mind. This is a spectacular Farsa performance from him against RRQ Hoshi, no less. And now comes the day where they will try to squabble for the Lord. The dance coming soon. Nino is close, Dreams as well nearby. A tree battle. Where is Rin?
Oh, Sutsujin claims it comfortably. That's gonna be the nether round though. Buying time, 2 members off the board for Alter Ego. And Alter Ego, they need to defend this one.
Rin wasn't close by. And he had no option as well, right? You can't really fight your way into the pit without having your damage dealers. I mean, Arfi was also doing the orange buff, so it was pretty hard for him to traverse around that side of the line of dawn. But as of now, it's RRQ stabilizing everything into their favor. Audience prediction by the new application, Go Pay. 79% against 21%. Alter Ego are on the back foot of the predictions. Hijume.
Let's see the combination again. Natan and punch to Arfi, very low. Edok punish. That's gonna be the flags coming through. Rin finds the kill. No Faramis, no Gatot Gacha. RRQ. Their offense will not be maximum.
And let's talk about the Lord. I mean, the Lord can be acquired by RRQ. They're able to seize it. But talk about the Natan, Arfi, right? The Natan can easily clear the Lord, especially in the first Lord. Take a look at the items as well. Feather of Heaven, Salium Sight, Holy Crystal completed. The so-called Mage Holy Trinity, right? Not a mage, but like, you know, magic damage Holy Trinity. And it works for him. Now he can join the fights. Now he can dish out the damage needed. But for Toy, he's on a 4-item spree. So I think Alter Ego still needs to be careful of the Granger. Jonathan, I think can't really go first. It has to wait in the back, save that entropy for a possible reposition. Because RRQ are gonna come guns blazing.
They are. And again, tempo going down. 70 seconds on the clock for that Lord to spawn in the Land of Dawn. All spells are up though. So keep in mind that both teams are ready for a fight.
They are. Rin has to be close by now. Oh, Toy!
Very low.
Yikes.
Almost taken down there.
Yeah. That hurts. That really hurts. This Ranger is starting to bite. Is starting to be dangerous. Hey, again, we say Granger. And for RRQ, it's all about just keeping the Granger safe. I mean, Sutsujin, you can jump into the back if you want. Look for dive potentials, dive angles. You have the Netherrealm in the hands of Rin to keep you safe, right? For Alter Ego, that front line, that lack of front line is becoming a problem. I mean, the Kalea wants to go in and go back with the Tsunami Slam. The Badang as well wants to engage. So now who really protects this Natan, right? That's the question.
Gotta protect each other, I think, Hijume as well as RP.
Yeah.
I really like that Rin is always looking for a flank situation, and he needs to repeat that. Far lane seems like will be the priority for Alter Ego, just to have an edge. Hidok, though, in a cheeky position, shows himself, though, this time, and yeah, Hijume pops the feathered airstrike to apply pressure.
Yep.
Oh, Joy shows top lane.
Oh, look, he just splits this. The Joy will come through. Obviously, rotation created. And now, a dance for the Lord. Who wins this?
Yep, no Joy. Rin finds the retribution. Let's see the fight. Green's very low. RP finds looking for an opening. Rin, no shadow, seems like, oh, Sutsujin finds the right connection and Rin will be punished. RRQ with the winner crown. Can he survive? Sutsujin falls as well. That's going to be 1-for-1. Both junglers going down.
They're gone. The assassin becomes assassinated. Both junglers for both teams. And I think that's a trade favoring Alter Ego because they're able to get the Lord. It'll march up top. And for RRQ, they have to slow down the tempo. Obviously, the Faramis wasn't able to save that Joy and they have to clump up. But if they do clump up, that Shadow Kill will come through. So again, I think it's a double-edged sword, this Hayabusa. It can bait out that Netherrealm, but at the same time, if you go in for the Shadow Kill, you can have multiple targets, right? So you can't really solo kill and burst down a particular target because of the Netherrealm and the main property of them just clumping up together. Now this Lord will march up top. Alter Ego prepare for a siege. Feather airstrike.
Trying to give space for the Lord to charge. Top tier turret here is going to be the main priority. RRQ for now will defend that one. Wave though is coming.
Yep, still holding. RP teleports back to his original position. And yeah, that turret still stands as the cannon minion gets torn down. So RRQ, they'll take this as a win. That was a Lord marching up top. Second Lord, no less. They're still able to defend. If you talk about the base defense from RRQ, it isn't as good as Alter Ego, but they make it done. They make it work. So for now, that's a win in their books.
Yeah. Keep in mind though, Lord will spawn in the bottom side of the map and top lane turret not very healthy, right? So if Alter Ego finds a cheeky turret destroy top, it will heavily favor their side. Now Sutsujin spotted. Alter Ego though will not force a fight just yet. 2 members only in the bottom side of the map here as Hijume rotates towards around mid. Oh, Dreams, is this the right call? Feather airstrike to relief off pressure.
That's gonna be Rin then in the side lanes, right? Because he has been the one activating the side lanes multiple times. We talked about it, you know, looking for a segue play and then creating a flank angle. That's always been his righteous way of just trying to contribute to the team fights. But RP might be in trouble.
Gotta be careful. That's an opening, RP! He caught first!
What is he doing? Fist crack won't save Nino and Sutsujin. Tsunami slam to the back, but can they kill him?
The perfect opening from RRQ. RP down, Nino down, and no flicker. while the Lord will spawn soon.
What was that positioning? RV, what was he doing? I'm out of words. That Natan dying means that RRQ have so much advantage. A lot of advantage now in the Lord pit as well. Edoc will just scout for the team, look for possible steals, possible thieves that wants to take down the prosperity of the kingdom, but no. It's RRQ cementing their dominance in this mid to late game.
Oh no, Alter Ego lost all their gold lead, and this time they will be on the defense as well. RRQ, minute number 18 here. Let's see what they can do. Wow, having the Lord push in the bottom side of the map.
We talk about Hayabusa being a mobile hero, but I think for split pushes, you know, he's not really the best. I mean, you gotta put the quad shadow, you gotta stand by, you gotta make sure that quad shadow doesn't get occupied by a possible ganking enemy. Oh! He goes insane.
Risky.
Yeah. What if they're, you know, what if a taunt comes in, right? I'm kind of scared for it. I know he's flashy and all, but you gotta be careful. Shadow kill in the mid lane. You know, clear the waves and just dissuade RRQ from taking this. But as of now, Tsunami Slam to Dyron.
Oh, that might be a mistake by RRQ. Dyron got caught, and Lord is already shredded in the bottom side of the map by none other than Arfi. So, yeah, not really much of numbers on the board for RRQ with that Lord take.
But the seal play. They were able to get there in time. So Sutsujin is gonna be safe. He's gonna be able to live another day. But look at the siege. Dreams flickers in.
Oh no, that's a mistake. That's a mechanic and might be punished. Edoc now. Let's see. Revitalized pop. Alter Ego now with the positioning. Risky one.
What?
And that's gonna be the damage connecting. The Sky Piercer is online and RF goes down for 45. Ren finds a shadow kill. No shadow this time. He bought the immortality just to be safe. And RRQ, they will not do business just yet.
Rin went for the shadow kill, but his shurikens are dull at the moment. But Arfi again being caught. Was that a tick of a glowing one or something? I don't really understand. But the Sky Piercer proc went through and was able to take down Arfi. 6-5 for Arfi. Let's take a look at the items. Athena's even for the Granger to be more safe against the Natan damage. Dyron
under the turret, Tsunami Slam, a Nether Realm, clutch one, and they got the mid turret as well. RRQ, they have been the decisive one the last couple of minutes.
They take that trade, obviously they do, because, again, I think it's going to be a trade of ultimates. If Nijume opens up the Feather Airstrike, then Rins has to open up the Nether Realm as well, regarding the situation. If they're clumped up together, yes, he will. So even if they do lose that Feather Airstrike, at least there's info that they can re-engage to an RQ that is without a Nether Realm, without that sustainability, that life-saving ability. And now, it feels like Alter Ego are on their wits' end. They will try to wait for possibly a single play by RRQ. It's an evolved Lord. Again, Dyron.
Dyron opening things up, will go down. 5v4 now, Alter Ego. Will they take the Lord? Nether Realm pops, shadow kill as well. Alter Ego repositions with a crown by Sutsujin. Nijume Feather Airstrike, ring goes down, and that's gonna be RRQ in shambles.
Sutsujin with the immortality. He doesn't survive the fist crack. Not there yet, and there you go. Edoc goes down, it's Toy!
Oh my goodness, Toy all alone. Immortality will not save him, ladies and gentlemen. Alter Ego, they find the first strike in this best of 5.
Behind those 3 masks lies the thirst for chaos. And chaos is what they bring to the kingdom. They strike first, 1-0, Alter Ego.
Amazing opening. For the first, I guess after minute 6, right? During the mid-game, Alter Ego understands that, yeah, we got more power with RP already on his way towards Holy Crystal. And after, sure, they were, I don't want to say a lot, but a lot of questionable positioning got punished, but they have recovered.
It felt like the Farsa was carrying the transition. Like early game, Natan's not gonna really bite. But the Farsa is there to make room, make space for the Natan to transition to the late game. And Jume, what a game he was playing. He was making plays, he was walking up to Sutsujin as a joy, right? And he wasn't scared of dying because he was the one who brought death. And RFE, all he had to do was just survive the early game like we discussed. And come late game, he was able to dish out the damage. Sure, a few missed positionings, questionable ones at that. He looked clueless at
Glue? I think the glue is a pretty okay choice. They
Like
need
I'm missing something here.
Yeah, no, I just need the glue. Ultra Ego. Gold late. Natan, Beatrix 1-1. I think all three are pretty good. Irithel actually technically is up as well, right? You can bring Purify. It's a pretty ready to fight hero. So if you don't want to have the pressure of scaling and not winning in the early game up against the Granger, Irithel could be a solid choice to go for.
For sure. As long as you peel for the Irithel too. And it's a good way to get away from danger, especially with the glue and also the Yi gunning you down. The notes take a Purify, but they're not going for any of that. They just go for the Moskov. I gotta say, not really a huge fan of a Moskov, but I don't think you could go wrong with any marksman pick there.
Yeah, I agree. I'm wondering like what the synergy is. I guess the Barca and the Franco.
Yeah. So, a little bit more gold blood pressure as well coming from the Moskov. We're gonna hear what the casters think about this draft. Boys, you ready for game number 2?
Yes, we are indeed ready for game number 2. It is looking spicy. We talked about it from the draft. We were able to see that it is bound to happen. That brawl type of play, right? That early fight, a lot of skirmishes. And now in game number 2, it is looking much more interesting. Will Alter Ego be able to secure a match point? Or will the Kingdom clap back? It is Alter Ego against RQ Hoshi in game number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's watch and witness game number 2. Alter Ego against the audience predictions, of course. They won game 1. Let's see though, that's a flicker already and a hook spent by Dreams early on.
Oh, that was an early hook towards Susujin. Again, with the Franco early on, you can exert so much pressure, right? On towards your enemy jungler, either just hooking away the buff or just delaying that clear so that the Hayabusa, Rin, does have the upper hand. Dreams, you know how much of a pressure he can put on towards the enemy team in the early game with the Franco. But now the emblems by IndieHome, by Talk himself. Concussive blast for the Franco, same goes with the Kalea. It helps with extra damage and clear. Now, again, with the hook, right? Sutsujin, he's kind of delayed in reaching level 4. I think we're still number 3, but as of now, they're taking it slow. For RRQ, they know early pressure is kind of hard when they have a Franco.
Oh, that's gonna be Rin popping the shadow kill. Not enough damages yet to take Edok down, but that will be Edok using his flicker.
That's a flicker. That's a very, very good info for Alter Ego. They know the Kalea might just be, you know, nearly inefficient in the next skirmish because the Kalea does not have the flicker. But for now, it's Sutsujin going to Dreams.
Oh, gotta be careful. Dreams, no flicker. Punished by Sutsujin. That's first blood. Uh-oh, Rin. Almost there. Picked off.
Edok was pummeling around. Rin almost got caught right there. But it's Nino with the Badang again. Just trying to put RQ at bay. You know, that fist break, fist crack combo can be lethal. Changing the game, changing the course of the match. So as of now, it's Sutsujin with full control of the turtle. They know they can't really contest that. So Alter Ego, they let it go. They relinquish that objective.
Yeah, it seems like it's gonna be similar to game 1 where Alter Ego did not have control on that first neutral objective take. Let's see the outcome. Oh, that's gonna be the Tsunami Slam on towards Dreams. A little out of position, and Dreams will be punished the second time.
This is why RQ prioritized the Kalea first pick. Oh, Rin! Shadow kill!
Yep. I think this time the damage will be enough to take Edok down, so both roamers punished.
At least the kill for the Hayabusa to keep going to snowball. But Sutsujin is already level 6. Save goes for Rin as well. The Toy coming towards mid lane, helping to clear the wave. Maybe exert even more pressure in terms of the rotations because now the wave has been shoved. Rinse has the time to go up top. But do they know that Dreams is in the bush?
Oh, luckily, unlucky there for Dreams. Just got the gold grab, and that's a flicker already for Dreams as well. 4v2, top lane.
Oh, RWM, Spear of Destruction to the back toy.
Oh, that's just bad read there and got punished. Dreams again the third time. That's 2 extra kills for Toy, by the way. And RRQ, they're setting the tone right, and 1,000 gold almost established already.
Now they find the collapse. That was very, very nice, right? RWM to lock the Moskov in place. I mean, the Moskov could have just Abyss Walkered his way back, but he was ready to really get pinched by Sutsujin and also Edok. But at least Edok was able to be traded there. Still, not that worth it because RFE has to be kept on a chokehold now because he don't really have the time to progress further. Now it's RRQ. What do they do to even be able to capitalize on this lead? It's Alter Ego. I think they really want to go for the fights, right? The Hayabusa is already strong. RP with the Moskov, he has the global presence. He can really join the fights. Look at Nino, he's rotating towards top.
But towards Iron, that's a questionable move, and Nino forced to use the flicker, mounted as well. Feather Airstrike doesn't really find the right connection. Nino falls. RRQ takes full control on that turtle. Rin looking for an opening to perhaps find a cheeky kill, but Sitsujin claims it comfortably.
Rin was trying to get that shadow kill and then the retry as well to possibly steal the turtle, but no, it is not coming to fruition, at least for him. And at least this is what bringing Yves brings to you. It's much more, I think, control. You have that RWM, that AoE, that could really just put Alter Ego in place. Maybe with the Faramis, it's much more defensive. You're playing from the Netherrealm. Once that is burned down, you have literally almost no damage from the mage. But with the Yves, I think it can really be offensive, right? And it's Rinse. He has a choice to be defensive or offensive. I think so far, they're capitalizing on the Yves very, very well. For Alter Ego now, it's all about stabilizing this lead. I think, or rather, you know, stabilizing this advantage that they have. I think if you talk about the draft as well, Mirko mentioned it, it's very hard to look for good mages right now, right? If, like, it's Juice in a span and all that. But in this instance, I think the Yves has been at least the best option for RRQ if they want to go further. Tsunami Slam!
On towards Nino, now it's going to be Fist Crack forced to be used, and Toy will be able to find the stack Sky Piercer there with the kill. RRQ, they will shift their gears more here in the mid lane. That's 2 members immobilized, and Toy gets another kill. Rin will look find another kill there in the back lane. That's going to be Rin's punished. Bloody Hunt will not be able to find an execution as Dreams will fall. Ladies and gentlemen, RRQ, they're turning up the heat game 2.
I thought Harvey would take that SOD, but it was too dangerous, I feel like. So they get all the hands of Alter Ego. Arf was pushing up top, at least he's able to create that wave, to push and shove that wave into the top side turret. But I think so far it's RRQ on full control, dictating this game. Alter Ego, it's them having to chase back. And Hijime, he can't really have that much pressure compared to game number 1. Because now I think with the Yves in the fray, he has to be more careful on getting bursted down, on getting caught by the RWM, right? If the RWM gets connected towards Hijime, he could be Tsunami Slam like this, but the Purify will be popped. So that's info for RRQ.
Oh, little. I think Hijime popped his body there out of the bush, and that's going to be a free turtle for RRQ again. 3,000 gold, a comfortable lead here. RRQ, they're setting their mid game very, very well.
Perfect turtle for RRQ. Oh!
Bloody Hunt will lock Edok down. A Rinse. No flicker, not punished just yet though. Alter Ego finds a small compensation as Arfi is still pushing top lane.
Yeah, it's only Edok though. For Alter Ego, they'll take it still, obviously. With up top just pushing, but hey! With an Onyx jersey, Abed and KB, Professor KB!
Yeah, you're right. They're watching.
Is he gonna pull up something again? Because previously he pulled up with the Kyrie pose, right? Wow! Okay, so to translate, that literally means when can I stream here in the venue? because we have restreamers in this venue. R7 to our left, by the way. But now back to the game. And this Moskov pick, I do agree it has that global pressure with the push and all that. But I think when paired with the Franco, it isn't as synergized compared to, let's say, a 1-1 or a B-trick, like with the first damage, the pick-off style you have. Maybe follow it up with a Spear of Misery if it's close to an obstacle, maybe that works, but I think RP now only has one thing in mind, and that's exerting the global pressure and make sure that the SOD hits when he wants to join a fight, because Hijume could be stuck.
That's the retribution doing work as well. Locking Hijume down. That will be a free kill for RRQ.
Hijume, his aggressiveness tamed in this game. RRQ, they're doing a very good job of containing this bird woman in the Farsa, in the hands of Hijume. So now the question becomes, what do Alter Ego do, right? With the Franco in the play, I know they want to look for pickoffs, but the only burst they can get is probably the Farsa with the Feather Airstrike. It's not as quick as, say, a Beatrix or maybe a carry with a quick DPS, or even the 1-1 who can pop the crossbow of Fang from the weakness point. Tsunami Slam, Nino.
On towards Nino though, so let's see what will Alter Ego do. Oh, Greens with the flicker finds a suppression. This is the right play, perhaps it's Joy. Actually will find the Lord. Susujin taken down. That's gonna be Nino going back, and Rin perhaps looking for a kill. But yeah, RP is still pushing bottom side.
Yeah, look at RP. He's doing the heavy lifting up top, and even down bottom, he's able to get the last turret in outside of the base. But for RRQ, it's that Lord marching in, helping them to clear the wave as well. So Alter Ego have to send someone to respond to that Lord push. As if the wave clear, they have beautiful wave clear, right? With the Moskov, and then you have the Farsa as well with Feather Airstrike. So I think that could really help if push comes to shove, the Lord gets closer to the base.
Yeah, bottom side isn't looking too hot either for RRQ. So seems like it will be just a 2-lane push for this first Lord. Mind you, Holy Shield still up. Oh, let's see. 2v1 potentially shadow kill. Spence to Rin. Okay.
Whoa.
Will we have the time?
Whoa!
No, Sitsujin finds the connection. Has the
What?
shadow though. No shadow kill. Remember, it's a 1v1! Both junglers, 1 HP. Neither died. That's gonna be Alter Ego now, focusing down on the Lord.
Hijume has to walk back! Toy with the assassination! Puts Hijume to rest.
That's a double as well. Toy is just toying Alter Ego at this point. Shadow kill. Oh, great win of nature to negate all the damage. And that's gonna be the lockdown. The pick off pressure from Edok. Locking Rin down.
Toy is godlike, the SOD lands, but RP can't take it. And RRQ, they are content with what they're able to get. Topside turret, and even an important kill towards Rin, and even Hijume previously. And this is where Alter Ego starts to spiral out of control. I mean, they were able to contain the lanes with the far push that they have, the global pressure that they built.
Yeah.
But I think one mistake is what it takes. One, I wouldn't say greediness, but one heroic play that was supposed to happen, probably in Rin, down bottom in that jungle, it just didn't come to fruition. So now it's Alter Ego with the busy task of having to defend the base and the wave again. They have to restructure it, re-push it again. Time and time, RP has to be there to respond to the wave.
Seems like it's gonna be a slow build-up again. 30 seconds on the clock for that Lord. So RRQ, they know. Yeah, let's not take unnecessary fights here, and let's take more important ones later on. And RP though, Rose Gold on the way.
Fleeting time for the Franco. Adds more ultimate cooldown reduction. And now let's talk about Alter Ego's control, right? Engage tools, they don't really have any. Maybe it's only them waiting for something to bait. It's probably only the Franco, right? With the hook and the bloody hunt. But that's it. I mean, if you want to bank on Nino, he has to land a 3-man fist break into a fist crack. So that's going to be a problem for Alter Ego. for RRQ. They have instant lockdown. They have the damage to follow it up with the RWN as well. So Alter Ego has to be careful. Tsunami Slam.
On towards one, Dreams with her crown just to buy time. But seems like Dreams will fall regardless. Top lane still pushed by Arfi. Lord now should be the main priority in RRQ. They have the prio. Looking for a cheeky angle. Doesn't really find it. Isolated somehow. And now it's going to be Rin. Looking for a backup. Looking for a punish perhaps. Has a shadow! The timing is beautiful. ByteDance setting up a kill for none other Toy.
What is happening with Rin? Why is he going for these 80-30s? It's the fact that he always kind of loses into the shadow. He doesn't have the shadows even to continue the kill pressure. I mean, the shadow kill was there, but again, you don't have the escape mechanism. Elo comes in.
Yeah, Feather Airstrike, Air RWM suspend as well. Bottom side turret will fall. Ladies and gentlemen, and one turret left for Alter Ego. Lord is still very much healthy top lane.
At least the outside turrets are able to be caught. Oh, what?
Has immortality. Ida, will he survive? No flicker. Oh my goodness, Tsunami Slam. He will fall. That's gonna be the Lord now. Main priority should be Alter Ego. Oh, Hijume looking for a solo out towards Rins, but cancelled by Sutsujin.
Rin goes in with the shadow kill. The SOD connects, but the Winter Crown on time.
Let's see Rin again looking for the clear Dreams. Right about time. Bottom side doesn't connect on towards the main base just yet. RRQ still putting pressure on towards Alter Ego.
They have to hold the base. As of now, they can do just that. No wave, but there goes the second wave of the minions. RRQ, they look relentless. They look like they want to end this right here, right now.
10 seconds on Hijume. Let's see. Byron's man hits flicker already. Mountain Nino. Toy picks up the legendary
Hijume
trying to clear the wave. RWM will not be able to find the clear, and ladies and gentlemen, Alter Ego, they have responded.
Alter Ego, they hold. Right on cue, Hijume respawns, pops the Feather Airstrike. And as of now, we still have a game in our hands. Malefic gun for Arfi to play the kiting game, to have that extra range for the Moskov to gun down his opponents later on. And now RRQ with a 7.5k gold lead, I think it falls out of relevance because it's now about the fight, it's now about the timings. 80 stacks on the Sky Piercer,
yeah.
732 on the inherent Granger passive.
Oh, still untouchable. Toy untouched this game. And
Deathless.
Deathless Alter Ego struggling to find a connection to take Toy down. Let's see though, they have survived, but yeah, no base turrets left for Alter Ego, so that's alarming.
11:02. Toy comes back from the grave. He was shut down a lot of times in the first game. Second game, this is his game to play. Oh, Alter Ego with the flank angle. They have to check this. Edok!
Yup, looking for, oh my goodness, Tsunami Slam! Rinzo will be the first one to fall alongside Edok. Hijume brings Byron's Purify, winner crown by Sutsujin in the back lines. Hijume will not survive as Toy and Dreams go in at it, and that's gonna be SOD! Arfi finds the connection and shut Toy down, but that's Sutsujin claiming the Maniac and ultimate wipeout.
Arfi with the heroic play, but that doesn't cut it. The Kingdom, they roar back to life. Rejoice, they say, as they look to end game number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, RRQ, they will equalize in this best of 5. We got a series. It's 1-1.
We have a series in our hands. Sutsujin, the savior with the Maniac, to end that game. Arfi looked for the Hail Mary play. He almost was able to survive, but the damage was too much to handle. He took down Toy at the end of the day, so Toy no longer immortal. But as of now, it's RRQ with their response, 1-1. What a game, full of action, just non-stop. So Alter Ego, they have to be ready for a possible 5-game banger.
I hope so. I hope so. But yeah, what a recovery from RRQ. That last fight, they lost 2 members quick.
Against this, do you think it's good? For, like, I like to be invasive, especially towards the backliners. against the Farsa, against the Granger, it makes them a bit more afraid to show up in the map in the early game. But again, it's a Katot and a CC. That's where the main problem comes. And this is also another problem in Lucas.
Okay.
Because seeing the CC, I understand the sentiment that you were explaining earlier on, but they would have to go for more utility in the jungle, no?
Yeah, a bit more
Balance it
utility.
out. All right, so there it is. The signature Lucas pick-in for Sutsujin here in their third game for RRQ. They're 1-1 right now. Will RRQ be able to go match point, or will Alter Ego get to that point first? Ladies and gentlemen, let's throw it over to our casters.
Thank you, panelists. And we are en route to game number 3. And what has been a nail-biting series. They're both equal, 1-1. Who will break the deadlock and confirm match point? It is game number 3 of RRQ Hoshi against Alter Ego.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome you to the Land of Dawn. And you're right, realize who will bring this home and take that match point first. Alter Ego this time around, though, will be on the blue side, so let's see what they will bring to the table.
Interesting draft, obviously. There has been talks about the Ling by the panelists, but the Khalid ended up showing for Alter Ego alongside the Claude. The Claude makes sense because you kind of want to have a dive towards the backline, especially the Farsa. The Khalid facilitates that as well. But I think the Khalid is even more better against the Granger. You just jump into the Granger and the Granger cannot really, gap close against you. Especially with the low mobility, but Edok.
Uh-oh, very low. Still able to get out, though. Revitalized pop, that's info, and that's going to be Rin jumping towards the mid. Doesn't really find the right connection there with the Quad Shadow, so he does not pursue more. Oh, okay. No first blood in the first minute.
Still, he's holding on to that, safer option. The Claude against the Granger. Oh no!
Oh no! Perfectly timed flicker though. Toy has to recall. So Sujin now, level 3 still, is able to force Hijime to pop his flicker. That's gonna be the recovery though. Reinforcements. Dreams claims a first blood.
No level 4 for the Lucas for Sutsujin. So no Sacred Beast form. No Jinchuruki or QB, but Dyren will be okay. Let's talk about the lane. Dyren against Nino. That's a flicker from Arfi. A bit far, but back to the emblems we go. Brave Smite for both XP laners for more sustainability. Obviously, they want to fight it out because on paper, the Fulvius kind of struggles against the CC. Because the CC has so much mobility and the damage as well. They just burst chip down the Fulvius. But as of now, total secured by Rin. They want to go for a brawl again.
That's gonna be the Raging Sandstorm. Revitalized pots, ladies and gentlemen. It goes down. Green's very low. It's gonna be a roamer for now as Nino will be next. That's a 2-for-1. But Alter Ego, for the first time in the series, they got the first turtle in the game.
Yeah, RRQ retaliate. Rins!
Snap feather.
Boom!
Bursting Hijime down. Lethal Ignition doing work, baby.
The snipe from above catches Hijue lacking. And now it's RRQ containing that pressure again. Alter Ego are on the move. They want to look for that pick-off. They want to look for the skirmishes because the Khalid is super strong early on. Again, Sheffin mentioned with the Khalid, you can kind of jump into the backline. You would like to be in the backline, especially against a Farsa. The Granger as well kind of is heavily immobilized once you have the Raging Sandstorm onto him. Sure, he has the Rondo, but it's kind of a short dash, and now Dyren is going to be able to run back. Traction Pulse though.
Hunters 1, 3v1. That's not a good number for Dyren. Punished. And RQ, no compensation so far.
That's a good kill because you really want to give that winning lane to Nino, but again, the CC makes things hard. Blind Feather Airstrike, placing Duet.
Just to clear the wave. Nothing too crazy just yet here as RF needs that item, those items to be a factor. And yeah, it seems like tempo gone down. Gold still very, very low on the gap.
Yeah, Bloodwing's first purchase for Rins because he knows he needs to be much more defensive. He needs to be able to distance himself And that extra shielding will help on, I think, initiations early on against the Khalid. But Dyron again, Vengeance popped!
AOG will connect on towards one. Oh my goodness, the Raging Sandstorm will not connect because of the immunity. Eno goes down this time alongside Dreams. RRQ. They have adjusted from the earlier setup and now they move on towards the turtle.
Again, fist by fist. This time they take the neutral objective. Edok even invading deep into Rene's territory. But as of now, he's content with leaving that B. They get the turtle as well. So RRQ stabilize everything. They even are able to swing the gold lead on towards themselves. Audience prediction so far, yet again favoring the Kingdom. With 78%, Traction Pulse flickered away. So Rins has no spell. Edok might be too deep.
Oh my goodness, feather airstrike. Rin jumps in towards the back. 3 members is there to cover. Just a mage, right? And that's gonna be Rin taken down. Miscalculation perhaps.
It's hard for the Hayabusa to get that burst early on because Setsujin, he's a fighter, yes, but he's relatively tanky against the Hayabusa, right? And then you have Edok as the Gatot Kacha. Rin still lacking an item as well, only the Hunter Strike completed. And it's Setsujin rushing that War Axe after the Hunter Strike. Toy has the Sky Piercer ready, so expect more presence from the Granger to participate in the team fights. He's able to do just that and maximize that stack from the Sky Piercer. Arfi up top, he's still not a force to be reckoned with, right? He's still just there chilling because no items can make this Claude good enough in the early game. He needs 2 or 3 items to then go online. But we can see that a threat is there for RRQ.
Definitely. 2,000 gold lead already established, which, what, that's 2 minutes ago? It was just a couple of hundred. And yeah, RQ entering the mid game seems like they are the more stable team. Let's see Alter Ego doing something here. AOG defensive lead up. Very well there. Get out of that threat.
Another plus point of the Gatot Kacha, right? You can kind of commit into a skirmish. You can kind of throw away your body, but you have the AOG to safely land back to a safer spot, to a better place. For RQ now, it's all about just waiting for the timers to pop. I mean, Rin's 3 kills, already pretty heavy in terms of the damage. Now it's just up to them enabling Toy. But RQ, they want to play with the turtle. Nino is close by. Hijume might get caught.
Uh-oh, gotta be careful. Hijume flickers out. Setsujin finds a fireball to take him down. That's gonna be Dreams isolated and taken down. Setsujin claims the double. Alter Ego fights with 3 as the turtle, the last one, is still up.
That's the Biju Dama right there. A tail beast bomb from Naruto. And now RQ. They want to siege on the turret. Oh!
3-man knockup. Will it be enough? RP, no damage whatsoever. And he will be bursted down. AOG landing on towards no one as Alter Ego. They have defended their mid, but they lost Arfi in the process.
He went for that blazing duet, but again, like we discussed, no damage whatsoever. Edok is gonna be fine. Still tanky enough, but hey, Dreams!
Oh no. Flicker's out of danger. Rin actually stole the turtle, but he will be traded back. Edok gets taken out, so that's a roam for a jungler, but RRQ, they have secured their own turtle.
RRQ with a marginal lead. 3.6k, even 3.7k now. They will try to secure topside push, and now it's Arfi only looking to farm up. I think Alter Ego trying to force the fight way too much. Arfi isn't even online yet. They can only play with the Kimi plus the Hayabusa, but then again, the Hayabusa doesn't seem to have that damage needed to burst down. Oh, Dreams. Sandstorm defensively, but Shadow Kill.
Oh, no threat whatsoever with that Shadow Kill. Setsujin move forward and
from above.
That retribution very clutch. Setsujin got it. He is though 2 levels above Rin.
Absolute blunder there from the Lucas from Setsujin. And so far, item check. 3 items for Toy. And Arfi only has the Golden Staff plus the DHS. So defensive items yet, but now
out of position. Rin again. 3 times already punished. And yeah, that will build the tempo for the Kings of Kings to perhaps secure game 3.
Rin has been totally shut down in this game. we haven't really seen the Hayabusa able to exert pressure. It feels like RRQ are just playing it carefree. And Nino might be next on the blacklist.
Nasty damage already coming from Toy. Turret, bottom side, inner, will fall. Oh my goodness!
What?
That's the solo from Rins! Rins, oh Rins! Just waiting for that bush, on that bush, and Arfi, no chance that he survives that.
It's hard. I know for a fact Arfi really wanted to shove that wave up top. But you're weak at this point, and the far side 6-0. Traction pulse onto Edok. AOG defensively again. So they wouldn't really go for Edok because Edok can just run back. Nino now stuck in no man's land.
Oh, different story. Edok has the AOG, but Nino does not. And RRQ, they will be able to punish that. As 10 minutes in, so far it's a stomp.
I'm trying to probe onto possible winning conditions for Alter Ego. I think it was always the dive, the pushback that they have, you know, just jumping onto the faces of RRQ. But it feels like as of now, it's all tamed down. The Hayabusa ain't doing damage. I mean, the Claude recently was able to achieve that Trinity. But RRQ has grown stronger by the minute. It's hard to penetrate them. They're impervious at this point. And Rins is just a menace with the Sfarsa. So what do they do now? Do they look for a momentum? Maybe a misplay from RRQ and then turn things around? But as of now, I think RRQ are playing this flawlessly.
Yeah, it's
near to perfection.
The tight formation from RRQ makes it so hard for Alter Ego to find an opening. Real world, just feather airstrike, right?
Yeah.
That's already zoning, what, 2-3 members of Alter Ego, and that will be enough. RRQ, they don't need to force it.
I think Alter Ego could play around that traction pulse. I mean, it's always a utility tool for the Kimi, but again, that question that has to be answered is who bursts down? Who can burst down the players of RRQ? And even Rin against Dyron 1v1. AOG on top!
Oh no, no shadow whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen.
No!
0-4 and 3 from Rin.
Ay, Shuriken's broken. Jutsu's gone. No chakra for Rin, and now they siege.
Raging Sandstorm will not do anything.
Arfi!
Sutsujin though, finding an opening. Winner crown! Oh my goodness, he survives that. Now it's gonna be Dream Teacher Man Nino defending. Vengeance Pot by Darren. That's a pull, great taunt, but Nino will not survive. Toy is there to secure the kill.
Toy is toying with Alter Ego. Again, he has that range to just poke down and burst down. Alter Ego, Hijume, even under pressure, shadow kill defensively to at least clear the wave. AOG
Boom.
to Dreams.
Oh, nasty formation, nasty setup, nastier execution. RRQ, they took down 2 base turrets practically with no Lord.
Good night. Sweet dreams. As RRQ, 8.9k by the second. They are looking even stronger, and for Alter Ego, it's looking very bleak. It's kind of sad they were able to present a very, very competitive game number 1, but now, when it comes to where it matters the most, Alter Ego, they can't really deliver. And now Rins with a truncheon purchase previously as a splash damage. Now look at that poke coming in from RRQ. Sutsujin stuck, he could be dead.
Huge knock up there from the Lord, but Sutsujin recovers. That's gonna be Dyron popping the Vengeance. Oh my goodness, Arfi taken down again! And ladies and gentlemen, Rin finally finds a kill, but immediately traded back, and Nino will be isolated. 4 members down and out. That's gonna be RRQ pushing for the base.
It's just Hijume staring down at the army of the kingdom. He lives to tell the terrors of the kings of kings, and they will secure match point. 22 kills to 5 kills.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a slaughter. The kingdom, they will take the lead in this best of 5. And Alter Ego, wow, they need a complete reset after that game. Gimme was a non-factor against a Farsa, and Rin's show that, yeah, this is how you play a Farsa against the Kimmy?
Well, I think what Alter Ego were trying to achieve from the get-go, it just didn't come to fruition. It didn't really happen. And you know, they are under pressure now. Match point for RRQ. One more win to secure a Royal Derby in the upper bracket finals and a step closer to MSC. But again, things can turn. We know what Alter Ego can do. Yesterday, I mean, it's a reverse sweep. What is a one-game margin, right? Still a possibility over there, but this was the last fight. Sutsujin was just jumping in. Nobody was able to stop the Lucas, not even the Khalid. The Khalid melted down in the hands of Naruto and Kurama. Obviously, panelists, help us. What went wrong for Alter Ego? So Eterna, Chef and Mirko, take it away.
Thank you so much, Realize. Thank you so much, Gani. Match point.
Yeah.
Earlier, Realize posed a question. What went wrong for Alter Ego here? 22-5. It looked like a complete outclass in the execution as well. Did it start from the drafts, or was it just purely execution?
It started in the draft.
Yeah.
Everything went wrong, I feel. Earlier, I could see the vision. Like that. Yeah. Okay. So Lucas, Fred, Suyo.
Yeah, Lucas.
I don't even mind if the Hilda goes rogue.
Nah, it'll be XP.
Yeah, I know, but like, it's still good for them, I think.
So drafts, real quick.
It's a kind of a Hail Mary, and it's not a comfort pick. I think I got RQ winning this 3-1.
Even before the draft, I got the RQ. Now,
Okay.
this elevates it even more.
That was very quick. We're getting a little bit of a ability of late stage, early, mid stage. It looks like things are in favor of RRQ. We're gonna throw it over to the casters. Once again, match point for RRQ, the Kings of Kings.
Is this the end of everything? Is this the end of Alter Ego in the upper brackets? We still have the chance in the lower bracket, but RRQ, they're cementing their dominance. And this just might be it. Can Alter Ego force a game number 4? Or will RRQ go for the coup de grace? It is game number 3 of Alter Ego against RRQ Hoshi.
Potentially again the last game of the series, ladies and gentlemen. Will we see Alter Ego force a game 5, or perhaps, like Realize said here, will it end here? Confirming RRQ and Onyx meeting up in the final upper brackets. Let's enjoy and witness all together.
Excuse me, it's a game 4. My bad. My maths ain't the best, but you have to take a look at the draft before this, right? 5 jungle bans directed towards Rin. I think RRQ, like how the panel mentioned, knows that Rin is currently on full tilt mode. He wasn't being able to be given the chance to play the game. He was 0-3, 0-4 early on with the Hayabusa. He wasn't really giving the damage needed and was, I think, overzealous to a sense. And now he has to play the Lancelot, which I think still is one of his strongest picks, but he might just be gone.
Oh my goodness, great read. And that's just a punish, a pure punish by Edok. Alongside Dyron, no Lancelot. Wow.
Nothing bullying him since the get-go, since the start of this series. I feel bad for him, and now he's forced into a tough spot against the Lucas, against the Hilda, tanky members, the Gatot Kacha as well. And now it's Dreams with the Kalea moving forward, but Edok, again, the safety net is there with the AOG, which by the way, he hasn't been able to acquire, but come level 4, he could be much more proactive, much more aggressive. And by the way, I picked up an interesting tip from R7, obviously RRQ legend. He said that one of the ways he can deal with tank junglers, or tank meta right now, is to play the Lancelot, but semi-tank. So you go for the Endless Battle, and then you can go for the Sky Guardian Helmet. A lot of ways, But now it's a total fight.
Now that's gonna be the taunt. Now it's gonna be the QB form Subsidiary securing the turtle. And Nino, Dreams now caught. That's gonna be Nino isolated, ladies and gentlemen. Again, almost a perfect start for RRQ. AOG lands on towards Rin, and that does it. Cherry on top for that early game.
Rin is just a peasant in the eyes of the kings, in the eyes of the kingdom. 0 and 2, minute 2. Come to minute 3, but oh my god, they're not giving Rin any space to farm, to fight, to get kills, to get online and snowball. With the Lancelot, you need to farm as much. You can join the fights later on when you're 2 items in. But as of now, RRQ, they have a target on Rin's head.
Definitely. 3 minutes in, 2,500 gold lead. That is significant. And you might see a solo by Rins. Hijume, no flicker, that's info, and Rins is just there to punish.
It's getting messy. This is spiraling out of control. RRQ with the dream start. 3 minutes, 6 kills. And this is looking bleak for Alter Ego. And it's still the start of the game, so what do they do now? Backing on the 1-1, I feel like is an option, but look at E-Dog, is from the back.
Cheeky positioning. RRQ committing 4 bodies in the top lane. Diversion caught. Spotted. Dreams and Hijume, after that diversion play, they instantly move back. So that's not a good sign. RRQ, they are reading Alter Ego like a children's book.
Like a bedtime story. And you need to note that Hijume has access to Loyi, so obviously global pressure is there. But they need to get a collapse on RRQ. I mean, you can send the Lancelot maybe up top to get the split push going. But I think they picked up the Hilda to specifically just pull Rin out of his demise. Look at this!
Almost a solo by Darren. Hijume Nino is ready to reinforce and perhaps look for counterplay, but Darren is too tanky while Sutsujin is on the turtle. 6-0 still a flawless data on RRQ, and they add more on that neutral objective take.
Yeah, even Toy there. Chancing on Arfi, but E-Dog goes in. Arfi has to go back. Tsunami Slam!
On towards E-Dog, revitalized, committed. That's gonna be the first kill on the board for Alter Ego. Let's see what will they do more. Sutsujin bombs to unleash the beast! And that will be enough to take 2 members down. With the fireball, he gets the double. RRQ, they will continue more on the pressure.
Biju Dama. Arfi! Gonna be fine, I think, because Dreams is on the neighborhood. But look at the pressure that RRQ is able to exert. That's a broken top tier turret, minute number 5. I know you have a Loyi, but what do you do when a Hilda comes running at you, just roaming around the map? Firstly, it was to shut down Rin. He's 1 and 3 now. But second, it's to collide alongside E-Dog to put even more pressure towards the top side to shut down Arfi. Dreams might look for a Tsunami Slam, but the Purify saves Rins.
Yeah, great timing on that Purify, and yeah, Rin's still untouched. Alter Ego are looking for an opening, right? Looking for a terrain, but seems like RRQ is so disciplined. Dreams forced to use the flicker, and in the mid lane, Hijume caught. Mid turret falls, Alter Ego in shambles.
Alter Ego are disintegrating 1 by 1. RRQ, it feels like everything they do it correctly. Every move they make is a valuable move. And Alter Ego are pushed back. I mean, look at Darren just chilling in the jungle. He's recalling for dear life.
They know they are ahead. Yeah, 5,000 gold lead, and in 6 minutes, that's not too bad. Realize.
It's way too good for RRQ, Darren. This is not your neighborhood. Don't make it yours. And now the turtle in the hands of RRQ. Obviously, Alter Ego, they don't really have a way into the pit. I mean, you can bank on a Rin, you know, Thorn Rose and Phantom Execution. That's it. And as of now, they have no means to really be able to enter that neutral objective contest. They'll even only relinquish it, and now it's up to the Lord to do the heavy lifting. Divine Glaive acquired by Rins. Tsunami Slam might be looked by Dreams.
On towards E-Dog though, not the priority, and that's going to be the counter play by RRQ. AOG lands on towards Nino. He is fighting for dear life. Great cover by Hijime. That will relieve off pressure, but that is still Dreams taken down.
You just can't shut Alter Ego, or rather RRQ down. They have tanky members, and Rin's with the follow-up damage. It's Little Lucas just running ham.
My goodness, the damage will not be enough this time, but Hijime needs to recall.
RP.
Oh, crossbow of a tank finds a connection and a shutdown. Important one, but RP is in a weird position. Great cover. Rin from the back, looking for the counter play, diversion play under the bush, and that might be Hijime securing a kill onto its toy. That's going to be 2 members down and out for RRQ, but that will be the Tsunami Slam connecting on towards Rin, and that's Rin finding the shutdown and the double.
RRQ biting more than they could chew. And that was 4 kills in an instance. The shutdown, the bounty acquired by RFE. That is something that might propel Alter Ego into a possible fight back, comeback.
Yeah.
Because it's 4 kills. And they even were able to get a turret up top, or rather in the mid lane, down bottom as well. Rin doing the work. And I think the 1-1, if you're able to at least just, you know, nurture the 1-1, protect it, I think they do have a solid chance, because the 1-1 will hurt a lot. But come the late game, I feel like when RRQ will stack up on the immortalities in the winner crown, the 1-1 doesn't really have a chance. And look at Dyron just looking for the flank angle. The Hilda is just scary. AOJ!
Yep, on towards 1. That's going to be 1 member taken down. RP, the main damage dealers are down and out, ladies and gentlemen. The Dreams now very low. RRQ, they're taking the driver's seat right back. Wow, I mean, a minute ago, you know, let's say minute 5, it was 5,000 gold lead for RRQ. Diminishes, but now RRQ, they have reclaimed their control. It's going to be Phobius and Rin now looking for an opening potentially, but yeah, Sutai, pretty lord for RRQ.
Alter Ego celebrations put and hold, cut short quickly as RRQ again show why they have dominance in this game again. It's time and time. Diversion just to throw a curveball at RRQ. Now Alter Ego, at least Rin is able to have 3 items to his name. The Malefic Roar with the War Axe and the Hunter Strike. You have that Spell Vamp to give you sustainability. But Arfi, I don't want to do this, man!
Oh my goodness, that's a solo. Sutsujin, intelligent play. And Arfi, yeah, nowhere to go. Rin now, looking perhaps to buy time here. Disrupt the multiple members. Let's see how Rin plays this out. Seems like not too long.
There's no playing it out. He's caught on the wrong side of the tracks. And Arfi, what was he doing pushing that far? There was no vision. Sutsujin wasn't even seen. And there was no info as well. So he dies in vain. RRQ, they look for the siege. This turret might just be brittle.
Seems like mid-turret here will be the main priority. RRQ, they will not force it. Alter Ego got the clear, and RRQ will back away, but they are still in the jungles of Alter Ego.
All the defense at least just pushes the wave back up top. Dreams acquires the fleeting time, but a concealed play to Sutsujin.
Oh, that's gonna be done. At least the beast. Oh, Tsunami Slam. Will there be enough damage? Oh, that's a crossbow, a tang. Sutsujin bought enough time for the reinforcements to come. That's gonna be Dyron though, taken down as well. 2 members, but Hujime will fall. Heat up now to run the sandbag for his team. It's 2 for 2, and that was the creative counterplay that Alter Ego needs to do more.
Now that is a way where Alter Ego can wiggle back into the game, right? Look for a 5-man diversion play. Look for a possible backstab in the bush. Just hide there and look for a pickoff. Again, with the Kalea, it supplements your playstyle to go for a pickoff. And then you have the burst damage coming in from the Luo Yi, from the Lancelot as well, who is now fully equipped to fight, battle ready. So I guess if they keep on rinsing and repeating that, you know, flank type of play, flank play style, that set piece that they've been able to establish previously against Sutsujin, they do have a chance, I think. You know, brick by brick.
Yeah, let's see here. RRQ still a very comfortable economy lead here as we enter the late game diversion.
Oh no.
It's a back, I believe. Yeah.
just to save themselves. The reason why I was scared because I thought RP might be late to the diversion, and when they all were teleported, RP might just be left behind and abandoned. But as of now, it's Alter Ego just waiting for probably a blunder, just waiting for, again, a diversion play. But they can't keep forcing it because they have, for RRQ, they have so much members that could just tank out the damage, again, soak up so much of the burst that Alter Ego are looking for. Dyron is next to the chopping block.
AOG finds one. That's gonna be, oh my goodness, Ito burst it down. Uh-oh, here comes trouble as Syzygy just finds the angle, finds a right play.
Up, Lucas with the winner crown. The RWM will connect, but Syzygy is down. Immortality popped, and he's gonna be A-OK. And that's RRQ eyeing the Lord.
Crazy reaction there on the immortality buy. Last second.
Yeah.
And yeah, Syzygy survives, so this will be RRQ taking prio on the Lord.
Quick hands on Syzygy. Diversion. Where are they going? What?
Oh my goodness!
The Lord!
Surprise, surprise! Alter Ego
Whoa!
will secure the Lord! RRQ though seems like they will punish bodies as Dreams will go down
RP.
for 30 and Dyron secures Hijume.
He's going in.
RRQ, they lose out on the Lord, but they managed to capture 2 members of Alter Ego.
Ooh. Big move coming in. Bold from Hijume to go for the diversion play. They know that the fight was kind of split in two, and no one was attending to the Lord. And there they came with the diversion, looking to end it even without Rin's retribution. That was the Lord, that was Hijume all alone. Now the Lord coming into the bottom side. Archie is here, Nino as well. They need the backup. The Lui is up. Diversion will come sooner.
Oh, gotta be careful here. Lord taking care of RRQ. They are moving as a unit. Lui just to join the team using that diversion, and yeah, practically their baser is still untouched, so great defense from RRQ.
Queen's Wings for Syzygy because he knows that this 1-1 is growing stronger by the minute. The 1-1 already has 5 items. I think that was a Malefic gun that he purchased previously. Adds more range, adds more kiting potential for the 1-1. But you need to note that Arfi, again and again, the criticism towards him is his positioning sometimes is very, very questionable. So at least if he's able to go through the first phase of that crash, of that team fight, and then look for that weakness point and the crossbow of Tang, I think he does have a chance. But RRQ again stacking up on the defense items, the immortality, the winner crowns. So Alter Ego maybe look for another crash play, because they're able to usher the wave up top. They get this turret for free. Vinces here might respond, but Alter Ego, they know they play it safe, they play it smart. Move back. But Dyron might be on the chase. Nah, he's not gonna pursue Alter Ego.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Alter Ego for the first, 5 minutes? It was just RRQ hammering down! Syzygy out of position, great diversion play, and Alter Ego, they have the prio.
Hey, they're able to at least snatch a few kills. And that was an important one towards Syzygy. The Lucas, the carry that is able to just enable RRQ to reach the back line. It's able to just dive into the back, purify pop, AOG counter engage.
Let's see RP moving back. That's gonna be Toy. All 4 members of RRQ in the mid. Rin jumps in, good on! Nino goes down alongside Edok. That's gonna be the trade. But now they will move on towards the Lord.
A silver lining for Alter Ego is the fact that the Lucas just grows out of relevance in the late game. I think it falls pretty much sooner or later because Alter Ego can just stack on the defense items, and the Lucas can just get bursted down by the Luo Yi, even the 1-1 with a fully equipped arsenal in her backpack. So I think that transition from Syzygy into a tankier item might just happen sooner or later. But as of now, it's Alter Ego on this tempo, looking for this Lord.
Let's see, Harvey in the front, moving back, looking for the crossbow. Tang! Rins and Toy. The deadly duo finds the combination, and the Lord falls for RRQ.
They are publicly executed. What?
Oh my
Flag play!
Oh my goodness, RP finds the play. He finds Toy. Now let's see if they can do more damage. RRQ moving back. Lord is marching in the mid. RRQ, they have no time for the setup.
Insanity, Alter Ego, they're still able to scrap something out of nothing. And time again, they get the correct targets. They get the right targets to just munch down on them. And now without Toy, they have no prior on the Lord. And like you said, they have no time to set up the lanes, set up the Lord as well to do one last push. So Alter Ego, they're still holding on a thin thread. Again, look at Alter Ego, their powers are growing stronger and stronger. The Lancelot has the Endless Battle already with the BOD. Uh-oh, Winter Crown.
Oh no, out of position, Hijume. Winter Crown will not save him. RRQ, what a connection there. I think Hijume got dozed off in the mid.
Yeah, he spaced out. It was just out of position, and that's not Hijume like. Because game number 1, he was playing a very flawless game of that Farsa. And now Rin stepping forward, he's more brave now because the waves are pushing in. But look at Rin. He might go from the back and wait for diversion to happen, but Hijume is going to be up in 15 seconds. He can't even cut the minions because it's marching into the base. And RRQ might in turn look for him. But as of now, it's RRQ just backing off. They know they can play the long game.
Yeah, it seems like they will have to be satisfied in just taking the mid. Lord will spawn top. And let's see here. Far lane for now is in favor for Alter Ego.
The far lanes are pushing in their favor, and the split push might happen with the Lucas, or rather the Lancelot as well. Konami Slam.
Winter Crown, real world motivation AOG. That's going to be landing on towards Dreams. Nino flickering back, lead up very low. Winter Crown, let's see, as Sutsujin is going down. That's going to be Rin taken down as well. No jungler, that's going to be 2 for 3. As Ren's now is there to provide the damage. Toy taking care of the member in the mid. Hijume will not survive. And ladies and gentlemen, it is all over.
It's done. Done and dusted. RRQ, as the kingdom erupts in the Jakarta International Velodrome, they will look to book that Royal Derby in the upper bracket finals.
Ladies and gentlemen, RRQ, they will meet Onyx, you're right, in the final upper brackets. And the team that will win that match will secure not just the grand finals, but they will secure a slot for MSC.
My oh my, it looked like Alter Ego had a slight chance there. Because how do you constantly scrap something when you're down in the dust, pulverized time and time again? And it felt like RF was gonna be the one who carried the game, carried the team fights. But in that last push, he wasn't able to pop the crossbow of Tang, if I'm not mistaken. He didn't really get the weakness points. That was Dyron, just constantly tanking the damage, eating up the spears from the 1-1. And Alter Ego, they fell short. At least they're still able to show some fight. They're still able to show that they might look for those plays to happen. With the diversion, with them targeting correctly towards the Lucas with Jin. Yeah, but still, it's not enough.
And they will meet Geek Fam in the lower brackets. One more chance to keep their journey in the playoffs alive.
Yeah.
It's going to be, there's got to be a lot of stakes in that match.
It's their last lifeline for Alter Ego. Their lives on the line in that match against Geek Fam. But look at that. Winner crowns.
Wow.
Has been very crucial for RRQ. Even Dyron and Rince was able to buy that in the last second in the fight, a down bottom in the jungle, and it just kind of delayed Alter Ego's engage because they need to go do it quick. Bam, 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 in like a tempo. But the winner crown just stopped that from happening. RRQ, solid performance, turning back the first game in which Alter Ego was able to win. But obviously upstage it is. The players from RRQ Hoshi will have an interview with them with Bude, Clara Mongstar.
Sorak-sorai Kingdom mengiringi
mengiringi kemenangan dari tim RRQOC. Match pembukaan kalian di babak playoff dan kalian berhasil memenangkan match ini dengan game yang begitu mendebarkan. Bagaimana